Welcome to Laugh Out Lore's Stormhaven, DM'd by Anthony. Couple quick announcements. Monk already spent some points, but we actually lowered the Crit Your Pants channel points to 1,500. So it should be affordable to pretty much everybody. Basically, the very next roll, regardless of if it's a natural 20 or a natural 1, regardless of who rolls it, DM or player, they're getting a card. The card is off of some decks that Anthony has. This will work over in Eldruma as well. Anthony will just have control over the cards. Also, per normal, if you're just joining us, welcome. If you're joining us from Facebook, you can listen to our previous episodes on any podcasting app or head over to our YouTube channel. Just type in Laugh Out Lore, and you'll be able to find that. I ordered some samples for some merchandise, so hopefully they're okay. I want to check the quality before we start selling it to you guys, so keep an eye out on that. Also, join our Discord. Type in !socials with an S at the end. I'm going to go ahead and put it in chat. That will give you a link to all of our socials. It's supposed to. I don't know why it's not. But maybe you'll have better luck. There it is. So, if you click on that link, you'll be able to join our Discord server. We have a couple games on there that you can play. Also, you can just shoot the shit with us while we're not streaming. So, head over and join our Discord. I think that is it. Actually, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and turn on our cameras because I want everyone to see this. My birthday is tomorrow, and Curtis sent me, I don't know if you guys can see, that is an Elvish cipher. So this middle piece spins, and you line it up, and you give someone, you write out a message, you give someone the one-letter key, they match it up based on spinning the wheel, and then you spell out your message. Really freaking cool. Awesome. Really cool. So thank you, Curtis. Cool. I appreciate that. I know a couple of the guys have some stuff sent to me. So whenever I get those, I will show them as well. Because I'm pretty excited. I never get birthday presents. It's literally the first year that I've gotten birthday presents, like, ever.
Even as a kid. Coming a little late for me, but so you'll get something.
Yeah, Brian, we're the same. Hey, titties. All right, cool.
Just
hey, look, it's
these cards. I think that's the critical hit deck for players.
That's pretty cool.
The fails.
Oh, I like that.
For GMs and players.
Ooh, I'm excited. I am legit excited for this.
And the critical hits for GMs.
Ooh. I love that artwork. Man.
So, the little one here is absolutely in love with the baby Yoda behind you. She keeps kissing the screen. Baby. Yeah, this baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Hey, Grogu. Oh, he kissed you. She's trying to reach through and grab it.
I'll put him up safe for you.
He'll keep it safe.
Hey, Brandon, could you DM me your address?
I will. After the stream, though. Because then I have to switch over windows.
That's fine.
Just remind me, because I'll forget.
Yeah, I will. Most def.
Cool. Well, with that, let's get started. Anthony, I have the map up. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and so you guys can see the map as well.
Okay.
Where is it at?
Fuck.
How do I rotate it? Anthony, you can go ahead and talk while I figure it out.
I figure you guys are all going to roll perception, try and figure out where you're at anyway, so I'm just going to give you a little brief description of what's going on.
Real quick before you start, Froll was meditating. I asked you about the long rest at the end. You wanted me to wait. Should I go ahead and mark that or still wait?
Yeah, go ahead and mark it. That's fine.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead with my description so we don't have to roll a bunch of perception checks to see. Seems you're on like a tall plateau. If you had done a perception check before and saw the boats crawling around in the sand and felt like you're on top of a taller cliff. Seems a very red backdrop. Sand is almost an orange color. Most of the rocks are a really brick tinted red. You see the sun shining brightly. There's almost like you're in the clouds. You're up high enough off the ground. There's sand for miles down below. You can see extremely far off in the distance, similar pillars, towers, whatever you want to call the rock fortresses or statues here. It's almost like the ocean was drained and just the islands were left standing there, supporting themselves, and everyone seems to have just settled on top of these.
I'm going to turn around and look at Broth. And can I roll to grapple him?
Absolutely.
He thought he was getting out, being in a different dimension.
I'm gonna fucking lose my shit here in a second, and I know it. Can I throw an opposing strength for that?
I think it's a dex save.
Is it a dex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you escape the dex, then you can use the opposing to like grapple me.
He can roll. I believe it was acrobatics and athletics is how they worded it. Either or.
Okay.
Nah, that's a 10.
A what?
I rolled a 10.
And Anthony, which one did you want? Acrobatics or athletics?
It's your choice. The defender's choice.
Okay, well, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you dodge his grapple.
And then I want to grapple him.
Okay, roll the rolls reversed.
Ouch. And that's strength?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I fail. That's a 6.
8. Barely.
I was waiting for him to say you passed.
Going back and forth, and
yeah, we're just wrestling.
Melkor tries to grapple Broth, he misses. Broth tries to grapple Melkor and counter and misses again. And
I'm like, you motherfucker!
As this is happening, in my meditative state, I'm kind of laying back, almost like at the beach. You know, I'm laying down. I got my feet in front of me. They're crossed at the ankles. I got my arms kind of tilted back behind me. With my eyes closed, I'm just kind of faintly just Broth.
Can I roll a perception to see if I hear that?
Yes.
Broth.
Yeah, I don't hear that. That's 8.
You're entranced with the Melkor trying to tackle you. You're kind of blown away by it, I think.
I'm gonna cough and do it a little. Broth.
You want me to throw another one for that?
Yeah.
Can I roll a perception too?
19 plus 5 for 24.
Yeah, you definitely hear those ones. Broth.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
Look over at him and like kind of keep an eye on Melkor and kind of shuffle my way over there.
I still got my eyes closed, looking like I'm still in my meditative state. As he gets close, I'm gonna grab a big handful of sand and just chuck it at his face.
And as he does that, I'm going to pull out my net and throw it at him.
Okay. Both of you roll attacks.
Is there anything I can do?
You're getting sanded and net.
That's a 19 to hit with the net.
You want just an unarmed
Yeah.
for the sand?
Pocket sand. Except for it's everywhere.
Yeah, it ain't pocket sand. This is a fistful
Handful
of
of
sand.
sand.
This is a fistful of sand. 15 and 4 for 19.
Hey, Broth,
None.
roll a dexterity check. Or save. So you have to beat a 19.
Dexterity. That's 17 plus 4 for 21.
Let's see. Go to pocket sand you and throw this net at you. Somehow you manage to dodge, and the net lands in front of you where I'm imagining Froll is. So he can roll a dex save, and I'm going to have Milk roll a dex save to dodge the pocket sand.
So the net hit him. The net rolled a 19 to hit. He has to use a strength check to escape.
So he can't do the dex save.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to do a strength save on that. But your dex save,
It
you
is
dodge
super
the pocket
low.
sand. At least you can see.
Yeah, nope. I'm in that net.
What'd you get?
7.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're in the net. Woohoo!
I'm in the net.
I did not
and
expect him.
and I'm flipping the fuck out.
The
being in this
DC
net
is
now.
10, so I'm surprised.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
fantastic.
I'm gonna punch him in the nuts.
Roll an unarmed strike.
Oh my god.
Would it safe to be
nice.
say that I'm pretty close to them as well?
Yeah.
I would
That's
also
another-
like to try to pocket sand.
Oh my god.
That's another 15 with 4, the same hit as last time.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, that's a
Would-
hit. How much
Would you say
damage
we
did
have
take?
him surrounded?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
thank you.
picturing it jumping, like, middle school, 5 kids beating
Yeah.
up one guy. Like, you.
What's your unarmed strike damage? Roll.
3.
Because I know that fucking hurt.
15
Fuck
4 for
off!
19.
Yeah, that
Man,
hits you.
there's
Got
been a lot of
pocket sanded
19s.
By Monteith while you're in the net. Troll punched you in the nuts.
Broth, you can like cut my net, but you have to I think you have to beat a 10 to try to hit it.
I just got hit in the nuts. And then I get pocket sand in the eyes.
Is it safe to say that he's on the ground?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's in a
take
net.
my
Double advantage.
I'm gonna take my leather case, just because I picture it being a little bit bigger than just holding your hands. I'm gonna take my leather case and just start scooping sand onto him, trying to bury him up here on top of this fucking cliff.
Fuck that. I'm wiggling the. Fuck.
Roll a strength save to see if you can get out of the net, Roth.
Melkor is going to start stuffing his pockets full of sand.
6 plus 4 for 10.
10 is what he needed to get out, Melkor.
Yeah, 10 is exactly what he needed.
Okay. Melkor, go ahead and fill up your pockets with sand.
Actually,
Broth, yeah, you managed to squirm out of the net, and now you're, I would guess, crawling away from everyone.
Yep.
And even as he's trying to move away, I'm still just standing over him, just scooping fucking sand on top of him.
Yeah, Broth, roll perception while he's scooping sand on you. It'd be with disadvantage since you got pocket sanded and
Dude, this is
now
like
throwing more
we
sand
did
on
in
you.
winter
Yeah,
time.
but I don't see anything.
What did you roll?
7 and a 9.
God.
I don't see nothing.
Monteith, what did you say?
I said it's kind of like a whole bunch of kids bowling someone in a snow pile.
Yes.
You got the one asshole who brought the shovel to the party and is now throwing snow all over somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm
the
gonna start
asshole.
rolling around
Roll.
profusely, screaming about my eyes.
Roll perception.
Okay. As he's screaming about his eyes, I'm looking at the sides of his head like, see anything wrong with your eyes?
Fucking
20.
sand in them.
Natural
Yeah,
20 with
you-
2.
Ooh, natural 20. It's our first one.
Yeah.
I am marking off your reward, monk.
Here you go. Where you see?
See what we get. I'm going to see the shit out of
Shuffled.
whatever DM's got in front of me. You see it twice.
Making sure he's
The
got
wrong
the
one.
right.
Yeah, don't draw from the wrong deck.
That one doesn't work for the situation, so I have to draw different cards.
Oh.
Part of the rules. Okay, you'll have terrifying slash on your next attack. So it's maximum damage, and the target must make a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target will be frightened of you until the end of its next turn.
Nice.
I'm going to cut Broth a new gill. No, I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker.
Not really. I'm just kidding.
Melkor is going to look around.
Keep that frightening slash card out. I'm going to write in my notes that I have it, but just so we have the full detail of the card when I use it.
Okay.
Can Melkor look
and,
around?
What, Melkor?
Can I actually just like look around and see if I can see anything? See if I can see anyone around besides us.
Yeah, let me do Thrall's perception check. real
Okay, cool.
quick.
Yeah.
As you're throwing the sand at him with your box, you look up and you see this darkly dressed figure kind of kneeled over trying to pick something up, and every time it looks like he grabs it, he misses, and you can see him visibly getting frustrated and screaming at this tiny creature, "I'm trying to help you." And we'll let RB9 go from there.
Quit moving, you little shit. I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Not knowing what this is and where we're at, and he just kind of fucking popped up, I'm going to tackle him.
Okay.
Bet.
So let's see. That would just be considered a grapple, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Just what I wanted, a half-eaten granola bar.
Yes.
That's the third time I've rolled a 15 to strike. That's a 15 with 2, 17.
Ow. You okay? Wait, you need me to roll my
Is
Does
Yeah,
what hit me?
Either your acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, I need to roll. Hang on. Let's do acrobatics.
While that's going on, can I like stand up and pull my water skin
That's
out
a-
and start
that's a
rinsing
nat
my
20.
eyes out?
Oh,
Yes.
just in time for me to redeem my Crip My Pants.
Damn it.
Like literally, I did it right when he said it. I was like, yes.
Oh, Nyla Quinn, hey. What's up? Oh, you okay? Sorry, my daughter just took my
All
screen
right,
away.
so roll a unarmed strike, RB9.
I got my Pirates Cup for today.
Yeah, nice.
Can you see it? Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
I always have
Yeah,
issues like
so-
pointing to the camera because I never know where it's actually at, even though it's standing right in front of me.
That's a 15.
Rolled as a 15 hit.
Just hits. Yep.
Take 5 points
Okay,
of bludgeoning.
you get double damage on that hit.
Ooh.
Take 10 points of
How the
bludgeoning
fuck
damage.
did-
Goes to
How the fuck
attack
did I
you,
tackle him and he did 5
and
damage to me?
you kind of sidestep and just throw this counter right hand right to the jaw, and Roll kind of takes a knee for a second because your bonus crit card was sliced to the cheek for double damage. And yeah, Roll takes 10 points of unarmed strike to the chin.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my chin and be like, what in the fuck?
Would Melkor have seen this?
Yes.
Melkor seeing Froll just got hit by this creature, unsure if I can see exactly what he is. He's going to think something's going on and look over at Froll and cast message at him. And be like, hey, other captain.
In the closet.
You just got hit. You can reply to this message.
Yeah, Melkor, I did. I was trying to grapple this guy and he punched me in the fucking jaw.
I'm like, cast it again. I'm like, do you need assistance? You can reply to this message.
You got any wire?
So
Literally
at this time,
every.
I hear him talking to himself. I'm going to lay on. I'm just gonna touch him, like, listen, bitch, and I'll hit him with cure wounds for a 2nd level.
Yeah, my jaw snaps back into place. Fuck!
You're gonna get. Well, that's 12 points of.
Ooh,
healing.
nice.
Woohoo!
Yeah. You ask if I have any wire Froll. Ironically, every time I cast message, I wrap a piece of copper wire around my finger to cast it.
No, you don't.
So yes,
awesome.
I have copper wire.
I'm gonna turn around and look at him and say, I don't need the wire anymore. That's good to know though.
I'm like, okay, and I'll just put the wire away. I am going to walk over towards them because I've not been introduced yet. But I did see him touch Froll, and Froll, I wouldn't know he's healed, but acts better. So I am very confused. Melkor is, and he's going to walk up haphazardly, arm at the ready to cast Firebolt in case this motherfucker jumps me. But be like, okay, I get you were trying to do self-defense, but what are you here for? And I think you're on mute, Brian.
It looked like he said something. Really
I say, hold on.
funny, though.
Excuse me, I'm busy, and I go chase the dragon real quick.
Dragon?
Oh, yeah, just don't mind your business. It's a lizard thing. I'm going to get it.
Can I roll perception for a dragon?
Yes.
I'm totally looking in the sky. I'm not looking at the ground. 18.
Where is this dragon you speak of?
Yeah, you kind of look up and the sun's brighter than it normally is in Stormhaven. Like it seems pretty extra here, and you're looking and looking, and you don't see anything up in the sky. It's just bright and sunny.
Okay. I'm going to look
Well,
around
as
like,
I am,
I don't see any fucking dragon.
I'm really happy I didn't choose a water genasi like I was going to for this campaign because they have to keep their skin wet.
I actually wondered. I know Broth doesn't, but I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
about
don't.
you. Thank God.
What I was gonna play before I actually made the character and then changed it.
Yeah, you got lucky. You just have to douse yourself every fucking day.
It is. No, it's more than that. It's like every few hours
Oh, shit.
you have to like spritz down.
Somebody's got to pee on him.
Not seeing a dragon at all, I am going to look around and look for this guy who said he's chasing a dragon and be like, dude, there's no dragon.
As you look and tell this guy that you see the baby dragon that he is chasing around trying to grab. Uh,
What color is it?
it is black.
Knowing that broth has been sanded like 14 fucking times, I'm gonna yell back, "Hey, broth! Think you can help this guy find his shit?"
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
At the dragon.
Oh! Oh,
It's a
of
fucking
course,
dragon. I don't know anything about him.
It's like a tiny little baby, and he fucking hurt it.
Oh, he heard it? Is it like limping around?
Yeah, I'd say with your
Oh.
perception roll, it looks like its wing is hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's hurt, then I wouldn't
It's
do
trying
that.
to flap and fly away from him, but it can't maintain flight off the ground. So
Okay.
It's just like big hops.
If I saw it was hurt, I would not have done it.
Melkor, are you close to it?
Yeah, I'm right next to you guys.
I pictured myself still being just a little further back since I got knocked in the jaw. I'm gonna throw my leather case to you. Be like, here, Melkor, catch it.
I jump after the dragon because I think he's talking about it.
Okay, roll in acrobatics.
Ooh, I am not.
Can we
good at
say
this.
that I finally washed my eyes out, so I'm not pocket sanded anymore?
Ooh,
Pee on
actually,
yourself while you were laying
not
on the
bad.
ground.
18.
The dragon rolled a 22, so you missed.
Damn it. And then I'm imagining the fucking leather case just hits me in the head. Because I just dove. Just like, oh my, oh, fuck.
I didn't realize you were giving me a case.
It's like, Fro, seriously, man. I'm trying to catch the dragon like you told me to. Why are you throwing shit at me?
As you dive and try and grab this baby dragon, it starts to shriek, I guess it would be, screaming into the air as it's hopping around.
Oh shit, dude, mom's coming. Shit.
Melkor's freaking out right now. Hold on.
Frol, I'm just gonna turn around and throw
Okay.
my arms in the air, Johnny Depp style, and start running through the sand away from this thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm scared shitless that another dragon's coming. Whenever I heard Froll say Mama's coming, I'm casting Firebolt at it. I want it to shut the fuck up so its mama doesn't come. I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
I doubt I'll hit. Nope. Woo! That's a 7.
Yeah, you just kind of throw a firebolt off into the sky.
Yeah, it makes sense because I'm freaking out.
Yeah, RB's gonna go try to one last time grab this dragon.
Can I try?
I'm
Roll,
going to
strength.
cast guidance on him.
I would say Broth and Monteith both see this happening as well.
Definitely.
RB9,
That's 18?
add a D4 to your roll.
Oh, 18 plus 4.
A
22?
D4. You have to roll your D4.
You
Oh, I gotta roll
have
a D4,
plenty.
sorry.
You managed to get your arms around this little baby dragon's neck. To say it's
Well-
probably 4 feet long and maybe 3 feet tall.
All right. So now that I got it healed, cure wounds.
As you heal it, I'm imagining you're still on its back. It starts trying to flap its wings and starts getting up off of the ground with you riding its back.
Wait,
No,
I
oh, you
fucking
bastard!
ran off. Would I have seen what RB
9.
looks like
I keep
when I
wanting
tried
to
to
say
tackle him as
RB8.
I got closer?
If you would have rolled a perception, yeah.
Is he riding bareback or is there like a saddle?
He tries to shake you off, RB, and that would be a 21 for his strength check.
Jesus.
Like he just wants to fly away as you're
I'm gonna-
trying to hold on to it.
No, I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna as I'm got him. I was like, listen, watch where you're going next time, fucker. And I roll off.
I'd say you're only about 5 or 6 feet off the ground at this point, so you just kind of land with a thud.
Shit.
I'm gonna look at as the dragon flies away. I'm gonna be like, "Are you a trainer of dragons?"
No, not at all.
Oh,
Not at
I'm gonna look very confused because I just saw him try to ride it and he healed it. And Melkor has zero experience with dragons whatsoever, except for he knows they're bad news. And he's just gonna plop down into the sand and kind of just draw random stuff in the sand, trying to figure everything out because he is fucking confused.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna look at everybody and be like, who the fuck are you guys?
Who the fuck are you?
I asked you first.
I'm gonna stand up very quickly and be like, I am Captain Melkor. Captain of what currently? I don't exactly know because our boat's not here. But I am a captain.
So you're an assistant to the captain.
No, I am the captain. I am the captain now.
As he says that, I'm running around with a rum jug in one hand, just kind of doing circles in the sand, trying to get away from the dragon. I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'm gonna be like, yes, I am. Shut up.
Who is this pissed buffoon?
I'm like, that's the assistant captain. Ignore him.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, I can definitely do that. Persuasion or deception?
Persuasion.
Deception.
Do you think you're the captain or
Oh
not?
God, yeah, I'm the captain.
He
You're trying to
truly
persuade- you're
believes
trying to
he's the
persuade me.
captain, so
Persuasion
he's
it
just
is.
convincing this guy that he's the captain and Troll's the assistant captain.
Yeah,
So-
he's trying to persuade me that he's the captain.
That is an 18 plus 6, so 24.
Roll insight. RP.
Oh, that's a 17 plus 5 for 22.
Yeah, you believe Melkor that he's the captain.
Hi. Oh, it was so
This
close.
guy running around is the assistant captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, ignore that dude. He thinks he's the captain. He recently got demoted. I'm the real captain. I am the captain now. He told me. He took a voluntary step down.
Yeah, okay. I believe you, bud.
Can I look at the ground where the firebolt landed and see if I made glass? Because Melkor's always heard glass comes from sand that's been burned.
How far did you launch it, though? You shot it in the sky.
I shot it whenever it was on the ground.
I'm gonna say it went.
Because he said you launched it in the sky.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because you missed.
Yeah. I
I
guess
guess
we're
it
on a
went
cliff.
35 feet from you guys, and you walk over to look, and I don't know how hot those burn.
I don't either. So I'll just leave it up to you.
No, there is no grass.
I'm gonna just kick around and be like, fuck.
I was going to check Wiki real quick.
I checked Wiki before, and it didn't have anything.
Oh, it doesn't say.
Nope.
Melkor, roll perception while you're over there.
Ooh,
Once you
okay.
wandered away.
17. 15 plus 2.
You're looking around, and since no one's been over here to muffle up the dirt or anything, you see like what looks like a cart path. There's just 2 ruts in the ground that looks like it's been fairly well traveled.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, guys, over here. And can I roll survival or maybe nature? I don't know. Can I roll something to see if it looks traveled recently on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
Roll survival.
okay. It's only an 8.
Yeah, it's a road. You can't tell how recent they've
Okay.
traveled it, but you can definitely tell that it's used frequently.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point it out to everyone if they come over. Like, looks like some carts have been coming through. Maybe there's a town nearby.
Guys.
Froll's still running around frantically with his jug of rum.
Monteith, can I roll a perception to see if I could tell which way these tracks were going?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like that might be pretty important to know. That's 15 and 3 for 18.
You see him. Who has the compass for you guys?
Probably Froll.
Yeah, I think I was the one with the compass. Melkor had
The spyglass. Yeah.
Not being sure where you're at and not having the compass on you, I don't think you'd be able to tell which directions they are actually going.
Well, I mean, I guess I should say which direction. Not that they're going like whether they're west or east, but like which way looks like the cart was going. You know what I'm saying? Like if we find the tracks and there's a left side and a right side.
And I would say I've got a sunstone. I'm not looking right now, but just out of character.
Yeah, but
I'd say you can't visibly tell which direction the most frequent cart or passenger has gone on the road. You can just tell it's both ways. Your guys are just going to have to pick a direction. And
can I look up in the sky? I remember you saying that it's like super extra bright. Melkor has never experienced something this bright, but he's heard tales, probably through just random bard tales, of other dimensions or other planes having multiple suns. So he's going to look up in the sky and see if there's any, or how many suns are up.
you look up in the sky and you're putting your hand up to block the sun. You just keep having to put more up, and you finally count that you see across the horizon 3 different suns.
I'm like, Captain, Assistant Captain Froll. Help? There's 3 suns.
Froll, would I notice that the dragon's gone?
Yes, unless you want to roll perception to make sure.
No, I just rolled to see what I was going to do. Yeah, I would say saying that the dragon's not any longer with the party. I'd kind of calm down a little bit, and slow down my running in circles here. I'm gonna take just one swig out of my whiskey jug, or rum jug, I think it is. I'll be like, what do you need help with?
I'm going to point towards the horizon, be like, I've heard tales of other planes. Do you know how to tell directions when there's 3 suns? And I'm going to point towards the 3 suns.
Can I look and see if there's a difference in any of these? Maybe a size difference or a color difference?
Yeah, but roll a perception check with disadvantage since you're looking directly into 3 suns.
Okay. I picture I'm gonna hold my hands up for my makeshift spyglass and try and zoom in on each one, like 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna touch his shoulder and cast guidance on him. Add a D4 to your roll.
Ooh. At disadvantage, that's 17 plus 2 plus 24,
Damn.
23.
They all look really, really bright and white, just like the normal sun. They seem to all be the same size. They're kind of in like a row. You can see how they're going to arch, but they don't
Okay.
seem to be moving.
Okay. And I would assume with the time that we've been here, they would have moved.
You would think they would have, but they don't. It doesn't seem to ever be any darker.
Okay. I'm gonna say, well, I'm not sure if there even is a north and south pole to go off of, but we can call the sun direction north.
I'm
Anthony,
gonna
check your DMs.
They don't
nod.
seem to be moving.
I'm like, what about the compass? What's it say?
The compass I don't have. That is
Oh, is it on
something
the
that
ship?
I typically keep either at the wheel helm or at my captain's table if I'm looking at the map.
Gotcha.
I picture a compass of what we would have being fairly larger, kind of a box.
Oh, yeah. I see. I'm gonna look over to Monteith then and be like, I guess pick a direction. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So, Froll, you said you pulled out your compass and looked at it, right?
No, I don't have the compass. I was just explaining. I picture it being bigger, like a 1 foot cube, like a box
Okay.
that typically would just kind of set on a table next to the wheel or next to the map.
Okay.
But Froll, these guys arguing with each other, trying to pick a direction. I'm just gonna start walking left.
All right.
Monteith, I'm gonna kind of look at Melkor and then look over at Froll. Be like, well, guess we better follow him. And I'm gonna take off right behind Froll.
I'm going to be the very last person. I want to keep an eye on RB9 if he follows.
Yeah, and as I walk past, I'm gonna put my arm around Broth so that he starts walking with me here.
Roll perception.
Look over at Broth. I'm gonna say, Broth, I don't know what this mess is, but you're gonna get us out of it, bud. Perception is a 6 with 2 for 8.
You don't see broth.
Can I start looking around at the sand, looking for the sand pile that I think I may have buried him in?
Yeah, definitely. Roll perception.
Yeah, that's a 6-2 for 8 again.
You don't know where he could be, and you
He's
can't find this-
back-to-back rolls tonight.
As
Well,
I'm in
you-
the very back, would I notice Broth missing?
Roll perception.
Decent. 17.
No, you don't see him either.
I'm going to look at RB9. And RB9, how tall are you?
I'm 6'4". The fuck you looking at?
I'm like, what'd you do with Broth? The one with the shark head. I'm going to shift into Broth. He looks like this.
When he looks anything like that, he's ugly as hell.
Well, yeah, but where is he? What'd you do with him?
Fuck, I look like a fucking fortune teller.
I don't know what you do in your personal life, motherfucker. I just want to know where our friend is.
Froll, as he said, a fortune teller, can I actually look to like investigate his face? I'm looking for any kind of like racial traits.
Yeah,
Good
go
luck.
ahead. Roll perception.
That is a 16 with 2 for 18.
All right, RB9, would you like to give him a description of what he sees?
Okay. So, best way to describe this, you see my eyes are kind of like a purplish blue, like kind of like a portal, uh, or an antimatter. Dark plates, very robot looking. To be honest with you. Kind of like a dark plate over my face. You see wood here, wood on the sides. I'm just your average
Okay.
warforge. Kind of like this.
Can I roll a history to see if I've ever seen anyone like him before?
Yeah, Froll has no fucking clue what that is.
You see you do notice I carry a shield on me too, but the shield has the markings of the Raven Queen.
22.
I would think in your Bard adventures and Bard college stuff, you probably would have heard of something similar to him.
Okay.
Robots, I guess they would call it.
Finally seeing him in his full form, because really up until now we've only seen him hunched over and trying to climb a dragon.
Yeah, cloaked.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Holy shit! Weren't you back from the wars?"
Hi. I was.
Can I roll, I guess, religion to see if I recognize the symbol on his, or the crest on his shield?
Yes.
Oh, actually pretty good. That's an unnatural 20.
I would think that you recognized it as the Raven Queen.
I'm like,
Do you have any background on that, RB?
RB is checking.
Sorry, my wife is making a lot of noise too.
Tell her to calm down.
So what was your question?
A little bit of background on the Raven Queen. For context.
Yeah, no, her she's changed since 5e.
The god of her.
So the Raven Queen was a immortal sorceress. So was a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell who was reserved as a deity by Shadar Kai. She does not possess or manifest in any physical forms, but it said she appears as a miscellany of symbols, perceptions, and images. She's obviously the Raven Queen is obsessed with collecting and observing mementos and fragments and memories of essence.
Yeah, I think her symbol is a raven.
Yeah.
Her symbol is the head of a raven.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like a godlike entity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she is a goddess. I think she also is the goddess of ceremony.
She was her fortress of black and ice. So souls of the deceased have passed between reaching the afterlife.
I'm going to
Claims the man of souls of Shadar.
knowing the Raven Queen's kind of back history with that role, I'm going to kind of bow to him. He's gained a little bit of respect in my eyes.
Okay.
Be like, well, sir, I apologize for getting a little uptight, but it seems like our friend's missing. Have you seen him? I think he was just here.
Can I throw a perception?
Yes.
That's a dirty. No, it's 21.
Yeah, you notice like a mound of sand with some rocks awkwardly placed around it.
So, is it Melkor, right?
Yeah, Melkor.
Check that giant pile of rocks. What you do is you go over there, you pee on the rocks, and it basically it'll turn into the form of your friend you're missing.
I'm gonna see if I believe him. Hold on. Yep, I believe him.
Yep.
I
I believe him twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift back over into my Melkor form. Actually, I'm gonna switch over to Melkorina form. Walk over and pop a squat on this pile of sand, and just piss all over it.
Bro, so how do you feel about being peed on?
I mean, I've had
Oh.
worse done.
I have a
Oh,
feeling
well,
he probably enjoys it.
Would I see Melkorina going to take
I'm
a
just
pee?
not saying anything not to move. Yeah,
And
Yeah.
It's,
to show he's a
I'm
liar.
gonna
hold on, I ain't done yet because I rolled a Constitution to see if there's anything else going on. And as I pop a squat, I start screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm just like, ah! And as I do, I take a giant shit on this pile.
God damn.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
roll a Constitution, Ross.
So this is what happens in the women's
This
room.
would be confusing and terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, would it? Constitution?
Yes.
That's a 18.
I wish you would have got that card of Frightening Slash so you could have applied it to that turd in your stomach.
I'm thinking that you keep it together, but you were shocked. You just got peed on, and then your friend screamed and took a dump on you. And he still hasn't noticed that you're under this sand.
I was gonna say his form didn't manifest, right?
I haven't looked down yet. I'm still in the process.
I'm gonna look over and first time I've really seen Melkor do this. Is it working?
Can I look down and see if it made a broth?
Yeah. Roll perception.
At this point, Froll feels like we are in a fucking weird dimension.
It's a 14.
Yeah, you see broth down there, like, I figure you're right about chest level, and you kind of look down, and he's looking up at you from the ground, like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna
Kinda
clench
wa-
my ass.
It
So
washed the sand off his face.
yeah, I'm gonna clench my ass so like my asshole gets tight, like it's winking at him, and then I'm gonna stand up and walk away.
That's it. I'm gonna stand up and punch him. That's it.
Aren't you in a net though?
No,
I
he
am
got out of the
not.
net.
You got out of the net.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to go get my net too. So I'm gonna start walking that way.
I'm gonna sucker punch him as he walks
Doesn't
away.
He's
Doesn't even
gonna
say
cooter
anything.
punch him.
He just
Right
walks
in-
off.
Right in the
back of
cooch?
the head.
Oh, okay.
Roll your attack.
Gonna donkey
I would
punch
say
him.
with advantage because I don't see it coming.
Ow. I hope this hits. 15.
Oh yeah.
That is 3 points of damage.
Getting hit in the back of the skull. Melkorina is gonna turn around and like just automatic firebolt right towards wherever the attack was coming from.
Okay. Yeah. Roth, roll a dexterity save to see if you can dodge this.
Natural 1.
It hits you in the foot.
Good thing no one redeemed them points for me.
That's dexterity, you said?
Yes.
That's 12.
You would have
Yeah,
saved
you dodge
regardless.
out of the way,
Yeah.
and you guys see a flash of light crash on the ground in front of you.
Froll, seeing all this happen, I'm gonna roll insight on myself to see if I believe that he was actually born of Melkor's shit here today.
Shit and piss.
So there's no
Say,
re-rolls.
That's a 10.
Oh my goodness. What you got?
That's up to you if you believe it or not.
I'm iffy. However, we are in some kind of a different realm, and I heard RB explain it, and then Melkor did it, and Broth appeared.
RB, got a
So-
question.
Can I go up and sniff Broth?
Yes,
Who's
absolutely.
the intelligent one of the group?
You might try Monteith.
Yeah, he's not here.
Monteith, what are you doing during all this? We
Is
haven't heard
Monteith the
from
only
you
one
for
who's
a
got
while.
common sense in this fucking place?
I'm
No.
picturing him just back there flabbergasted, like,
He
what
say
are
no.
these fuckers doing?
Monteith, you're on mute.
He said no.
My bad. I generally don't have great luck. It's not that I make bad decisions. It's just bad shit seems to happen.
Well, you understand and have common sense, right?
Yeah.
So I can lean over to Monteith
says
and go, yeah, he was just
questioningly.
there. I just wanted to see what would happen.
You
if you
need to roll history to see if you know what common sense is.
Yeah, Monteith, I'm trying to think because I'm fucking dumbfounded. I'm looking over. I just seen Malkarina shit and piss all over this mound of sand. Just a whole lot of fucking really weird shit happening.
Yeah, I just lean over to Monteith and goes, I knew he was under there. I just want to see if he'd pee on him.
13
Do I hear that?
history to see if I understand what he's talking about.
Monteith,
I think you know.
at one point in almost every episode, ends up confused by something.
Usually me.
Hey!
It's a guarantee that I get confused.
So, Melkor's
Hey!
facing everyone now, seeing that he just missed Broth in front of him, and seeing
Really, no.
RB9 and Monteith. Actually, RB9, did you ever actually tell us your name?
No.
So I
No,
see this
he
Warforged, and I'm going to be like, hey, thanks for the tip, buddy. What's your name?
RB9, you can call me 9.
Hey, Ezekiel.
Copy that.
I don't know.
He's special.
Melkor is gonna turn
So
back
weird.
around
Don't
after he like gives Broth the stink eye. Get it? And look for his net.
Need help?
I think you know where your net is, so you'd just be able to go and pick it up.
Okay,
and
yeah.
Fold it, put it back in your pack.
Put it back in my pack and walk back to Monteith and them.
While you're picking up your net, roll perception really fast.
Okay.
While he rolls that, I wanted to continue. I was trying to sniff Broth.
Roth, are you available for sniffing?
No, I wanted to start walking down the road or whatever way.
Bro's just gonna like hastily walk behind him, trying to like catch a waft. I'm just
Melkor for perception is a natural 20 plus 2.
Yeah, you find your net by the portal. You see it's where you guys came in. You hadn't really looked before, but now that you see it, it's the same as the one that was in the cave, but one of the runes, looks like it's been taken out.
I quickly open up my notebook and sketch out the kind of like the gateway or whatever. Write down each rune. I may not be able to read them, but I'm guessing I could probably just like copy them.
Yeah, definitely.
And just keep that empty space.
Okay. And you have your net and everything. Do you want to just catch back up?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch back up and go straight to Froll and be like, "Hey, the portal. It wasn't open, right? Like it wasn't glistening or anything."
No.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, Froll, the portal we came through. It looks like it's missing a rune.
really.
Can I read the runes? I know
I wouldn't
Abyssal,
think
Elvish,
so.
and Infernal.
They don't seem like any language you've seen or heard of.
Okay.
How close did you because you were the one really messing with them when we actually opened the portal. How closely do you think you looked at them?
Oh, that's actually a good question.
Well, he did do the
I did the magic stuff around it.
healing palm
Yep.
on several of the stones, so he would have seen a few of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if you would recognize which one was missing, or the symbol that was on it, maybe.
Are they the same symbols? I guess is my first question.
Yeah.
Roll history to see if you remember if they're the same symbols or not.
16 plus 6, 22.
Yeah, you would think they, from what you remember doing your mending hand or whatever it was, that these are all the same symbols. So you put together that maybe you need to find this other rune and you can get this portal back open to.
Okay.
Get
I'm
back.
going to sketch out the ones I did mending stones on right above. So I have all those runes. So I can figure out what rune is missing in the portal on this side, and then just kind of notch it down as we're walking.
Yeah, that was kind of my insight to Melkor, is to try and figure out if he can remember which one
Yeah.
was missing.
Just 1 second, and I'll send Melkor a picture.
Oh, sweet.
While he's doing that, Broth and Monteith, what are you guys doing here?
Oh, I said how we were walking and
Yeah.
you were trying to catch me, so
Yeah, I wouldn't say try to catch. I'm trying to stay like a foot back, but I'm trying to figure out if you're giving off any kind of a scent.
That's true. He was walking behind you.
I'm gonna write
Fucking
missing
mad.
on one of these pieces of post-it note, and then some of them are going to be blocked out because you won't remember all of them.
Perfect. That makes sense to me. I noticed Froll sniffing in the air at Broth.
Yeah, I'm like noticeably wafting.
I'm going to start sniffing too, because I don't know exactly what he's trying to smell. Like, I did exactly what RB9 told me to do, so I don't know, like, if he's trying to figure out if Broth maybe smells different and has a different scent. So I'm going to try to, like, just figure it out and just start sniffing.
Yeah, I'm assuming just getting urinated and pooed on. He's
Defecated.
probably got an outhouse type of funk.
no, there was
I'm
sand
gonna-
on me.
I think he smells like a kitty litter box.
I'll look over to Melkor and be like, do you think that worked?
I'm going to look over, and I'm going to cast message so it's quiet and only he can hear my message, my conversation. I'm like, I don't think so. I think I actually shat on him. You can reply to this message.
So you don't think if one of us goes missing, we can just boop and bring him back?
And everyone else does see me wrapping the wire around my finger and just like mumbling. But Froll, you hear, I don't think so, but it's worth a shot again if we need to.
I'm gonna jot this down in my traveler's notes.
I'm just gonna nod and wink at him.
For all I don't actually have a journal or anything. I'm just taking my finger and like mentally writing it on my palm.
Yeah.
These are my traveler's notes.
And I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna look at Broth. I'm gonna like peek my head around. I want to see if there's any poo sand on him, because that will
Pretty sure that
finalize.
there would be.
that would finalize my understanding if he was made from the poo or he was just under the sand trying to trick us.
I would think the poo would have rolled off.
Yeah, Froll was trying to figure out if he was covered in poo or if he was the poo. What color are your eyes typically?
Mine or Broth's?
Broths.
Can someone check Twitch real quick? Make sure our audio's coming through. TXD says he can't hear anything. Mine or Broth's?
Yeah,
it's coming through.
It's working.
I'm trying to check Broth's eyes.
Why are you trying to check my eyes?
I'm going off what color they were based on what color they are right now.
Well, you never asked originally what color they were in the first place. But green.
Green. Based off Froll's knowledge of sharks, I think the
would say
typical shark's
human.
eyes are typically just black.
I was human at one time, so.
I'm gonna see that his
That's
eyes
true.
are
I keep
green,
forgetting that.
and I'm gonna whisper to Melkor again and be like, Melkor, I think he's different. What color was your poop?
Can I roll a history to see what color my poo was?
Yeah, go ahead. These are the best kind of history rolls.
Poo check. History. A 9 plus 6, so 15.
Yeah, you remember it was a nice, like, hazelnut brown. It looked pretty solid. It was good turd.
I'm going to look over at Froll and be like, hold on. I'm going to look around, look at his eyes. Because I'm pretty sure that's what I saw him looking at. I'm going to learn, and I'm going to be like,
Yeah, I'm like whispering to you, but I'm still like 2 inches from his face behind him, just kind of like peering around.
and I'm like, well, it's like a hazelnut, but I don't know. Like when I shift form, sometimes things like get moved around a little too much, and maybe it was supposed to be green. So maybe you're right.
Do his pupils look like the balls that came out of your anus?
I'm gonna look again. Now, Broth, I've never actually looked at your eyes. So, are they human eyes or are they shark eyes? Or like a mix?
I think they would be a mix at that point.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Forgot you were doing
I'm gonna look at your eye closely, and you can obviously see that I'm just looking right in your eye. And then Froll's on your other side. And I'm just gonna walk back a little bit, and I'm like, I don't know, man. It's getting pretty close.
Froll,
Oh no.
I'm just gonna take my hand and finger back out again and jot more mental notes.
And I'm like, maybe my poo turds, which are the same thing, but maybe when he came out of the sand, it melded into him, and his eyes are now my poo balls.
Bro, I'm gonna lean in a little closer and try and sniff his actual eyeball.
Can I headbutt him at that point?
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to do something. I was like, how far can I push
Yep.
this?
14 plus 4 for 18.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm like, oh, he's an angry poo.
Angry little shit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Can I turn around and headbutt Melkor too?
Yeah, go ahead.
15 plus 4 for 19.
Oh yeah. It hits.
Yeah. As you crack me in the nose with the side of your skull, I'm gonna gonna grab my nose and be like, whatever the fuck he is, he definitely doesn't want us to know.
And I'm gonna look and I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, yeah, it was a hard shit. But wow.
And just keep walking whichever way.
Oh yeah, we're
going
walking still right beside you now. Like we're, I mean, we haven't stopped.
now. Can I throw a sleight of hand and knock them both in the nuts?
Melkor's a
No,
female,
I feel
so
like the headbutts would be enough, and they've accepted that you're still you. They just are up
oh yeah, we're just
so
harassing
mad and
you.
they're fucking with you.
I know. But which way are we walking anyways? Because I decided to start walking whatever way.
You didn't really specify, so I picked left since it's always
Yeah,
to the left.
Froll.
Yeah.
You tend
Sweet.
to follow Froll's.
Sweet.
Yeah, Fro, I
Advice.
automatically started walking left
Yep.
when we were trying to figure out.
We're gonna do perception checks through this, and to save a lot of walking time, we're gonna speed it up and go double time.
And we're on this kind of center one here that's marked. So when you say
Yes.
going left, you're actually talking physically on the map here to the left.
Yes.
Okay, kind of the triangle shaped.
I wonder if I can
Yeah,
read it.
Figure every little square, if you can see them on the graph, is about
Yeah.
10
The
miles.
big squares or the little
So
ones?
the big,
Big
ones.
squares. There's a legend on the left for the big square.
I see. I'm on my
One
TV.
square equals
the-
10
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
kind
I
of like
forget.
a whole world, and how you'll pick up how I was saying you can see like the other plateaus off in the distance, but you know that they're not
Okay.
close. And I don't want you guys to think that they're like small little just islands. These are fairly big little areas that'll have different things going on in them.
Gotcha.
Okay. And would you say, I see there's like two lines. I wasn't sure if that was just a path or if you're saying,
That's
I
the
think you said there was
path, I
like
think.
cart tracks kind of.
You see those in the sand on the plateau, and you've been following them. I'll say you've been following them for a good 3 or 4 hours now, walking, and you come up to what looks like a fog, but you'd realize up as high as you are that these are just the clouds, and you see like 2 posts and some rope going off into the cloud with wooden planks wide enough for a cart to go across, but also foot traffic as well.
Well, we've come across absolutely no water sources yet, right?
Right.
Knowing
All right.
Froll and Broth both are from the sea, or of the sea rather, I'm gonna try to sneakily just like pet Broth to see if he's like super dry and cracked. Because in Melkor's mind, he's like half shark, so he has to be in the water.
I think he would actually physically have gills now too, right?
There's no penalty for me being out of water.
I know. Oh no, I know that. Like I know
Yeah,
that as Brandon. Melkor has
I
no
was
idea.
saying
Yeah.
kind of to further show what Melkor thinks is that you
Yeah.
need water. You would
Yeah.
have gills,
Yeah,
which
'cause
allows water breathing.
I just want to like maybe just touch his hand, like brushing. Like I want to try to do it nonchalantly, just to feel, because Melkor is inside. Melkor is afraid that Broth is getting dried out. Would that be like sleight of hand?
Yes, please.
Well, you did just water him too, so bear that in mind.
Well, we've been walking several hours.
That's true.
11 plus sleight of hand 14.
What's your passive perception, Broth?
15.
Yeah, he sees her hand coming, and what are you doing?
I'm just gonna look at Melkor and be like, "Can I help you?"
I want to hold your hand. I'm going to play it off as I was trying to hold your hand. I am in Melkorino form, by the way.
I'm gonna look at Melkor and be like, "Melkorina, let go,
Like, but I missed you.
let go."
As I'm holding his hand briefly, do I feel any like difference?
No, it seems to feel how he normally does.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, okay, and I kiss your hand, Broth, and I let it go. I kind of like, so Broth, I guess you don't need water out here either.
Nope.
I open up my journal and make a little note. I'm gonna look over at Froll. Can I roll perception on Froll to see if he looks more purple than blue now? Knowing sunburns usually turn people red.
Yeah, go ahead. Kroll, how much of your skin would be showing, and would you sunburn?
I would say not liking to be in the heat. My hood is up. However, if I remember correctly, I think my skin is always slightly damp. And my hair, not from being wet, but just as a characteristic of my physical hair, it always kind of flows as if I'm underwater.
That's cool.
So it doesn't really matter if I'm above water or under. You can't really tell either way. It
But-
always looks like
Okay.
I'm underwater.
Melkor rolled a 18 total.
Yeah, he looks normal, like he's supposed to. No color change. Since he's hooded up and trying to hide from the sun, he seems kind of dark and brooding.
I'm gonna just make notes. I'm gonna look over at Broth and look for the same thing. I'm guessing same perception since it's, but Broth is typically, you say great white, so more gray, right?
It'd be like, I think they're like blue,
Like
it's
a bluish
blue,
gray.
white,
Yeah.
gray. you
I'm
know?
gonna see if his coloration has changed at all. I'm just curious because Melkor may turn this stuff into like a song later. So yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, roll perception again, or just use the same one and
Yeah.
Broth. Like I think he said, there would be no change, no penalty, so he'd still just
Look the same.
be
Okay.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make my notes. Close my book and put it in my pocket. And be like, so, Broth, what were you doing in the sand?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna keep walking. Like Monteith.
Yes,
Did you see that shit show back there?
I did a little. It's kind of grossed out a little bit, but
I'm like,
I
yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, well, I was just doing what RB9 told me to do. I mean, RB9, he seems pretty trustworthy. He's from the Raven Queen. You know, obviously he's super religious, so why would he lie to me? I mean, so he did say that it's only supposed to be P, but I figured I already had to go, so why not go all out? You know?
Took some liberties with it, right?
Yeah, I took
Right?
some
feel
liberties,
you.
and I feel like, and obviously I'm not whispering because we're all in a group. I'm gonna like put it hushed. I'm like, I feel like maybe Broth is better because of it. Like, I know he was actually hiding because I saw him, but I wonder if he became Broth when I peed, but when I actually let loose, it just added flavor. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna just look straight in Melkor's eyes, trying to keep the most serious face possible. And I'm gonna agree, just completely agree, that if we want to make Broth a better person, we have to piss and shit all over him.
I'm going to open my journal again and make a note. Close it back and put it back in my pocket. I'm like, noted. I'm going to smile, and then I'm going to hang back with the RB9 for a little bit. Just kind of watch him. Just
So
very
you guys are
curious.
gonna walk on this rope bridge, or are you gonna talk about it first, or just go?
Judging on the last
I'm just
bridge,
going.
that I walked on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
We'll be
fucking
fine.
touching it. I'm
We'll
not
be
fucking
fine.
touching it.
I'm just
Like a
going.
refresher of this last bridge you walked on. I can't remember.
It was,
That was his problem.
yeah. I am
We'll
The one
not
just
that
put
I
it
was
that way.
freaking out about, and I think we said it was like a foot
a
off
foot
the
off the
ground.
ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah. When you met Grim, I
Yep.
remember now.
Yeah.
but yeah,
It
I'm
was
walking
literally
across
in the
it.
water.
I was scared to fucking
Yeah.
death of this bridge.
And Melkor's thinking back and like, I bet he shit himself. I scream when I shit. He must have been shitting while he was on that bridge, and that's why he was screaming.
Can you roll for that? Firmly believe that that's why he was screaming.
Oh no, I
I
believe
feel
it.
like honestly,
There ain't
as
no
we
roll
saw
needed.
this bridge, Froll may have squeaked a little out anyway. So you may catch the scent.
Perfect. I am going to watch Broth cross though. I am not crossing yet.
You watch Broth just walk out on the bridge. It just keeps walking.
And judging by the last bridge, can I actually observe under this one? Because I'm trying to see like how far it is. Because the last time I fell, like, and I'm looking at Melkor. Like last time I fell like hundreds of feet,
It's true. You did.
hundreds of feet.
You
Yeah,
did.
this one's actually hundreds of feet in the air.
And be like, see, I think this
This
is
one
the
is-
same.
Like the
Bridge.
road bridge that you thought the last one was. This is literally what you were terrified of
Now,
the last bridge being, even though it wasn't.
Be
how
like Melkor, this. I don't know how this happened. If it maybe just put us in a different place in our. This is the same bridge.
I'm gonna look at him and just like nod, like I think you're right. But how much of a distance is it across?
You can't see the other side. You
shit.
can only see the bridge going into the sky.
Actually,
So how
knowing
far have I made it? Sorry. Go ahead.
Probably 90 feet.
No, so I think last time didn't I make it to the other side?
Eventually, yeah.
Knowing that I made it, I'm gonna hug the rope on one side like I did before. Actually, let me. Right as I start walking, I'm gonna pull on it to make sure it's, fairly secure to this pole.
Yeah, it feels fantastic. Nothing. It's
Okay,
a good
nothing.
sturdy bridge. Rope bridge, planks on the bottom, columns, every 2 or 3 planks up to the one crossing,
Also,
one main
Bro-
rope that goes all
um,
the way across.
if somebody has our Twitch stream up, make sure you're muted because I'm starting to hear us again.
For all, I'm going to like noticeably grab this one side rope with both hands and just kind of like just 6 inches at a time. I take a little baby step and move one hand and grab tight again. Just gonna start making my way down the side of this bridge.
Downtown.
Can I see, or I guess can I check the quality, or maybe age or deterioration or whatever, of this bridge? Like my fear is we're all gonna get on it and then it's just gonna fucking snap from the weight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would this just be intelligence or?
Perception?
Especially RB9 because wood and iron is like fucking
Yeah,
heavy.
that's what I'm worried about. 15.
See the cart tracks, they seem to go right up to this bridge and just stop. It looks really maintained, really well
Oh, okay.
taken care of. You don't think you're going to have any issues being out walking across it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to head up the rear as everyone, if everyone else is going, and just be the last person in line.
Okay. Is everyone else going across?
I'm pretty sure I'm already
Yeah,
moving.
you've been walking.
Okay, so we'll say you guys are walking. You're walking for another at least hour or so, and who wants to give me a perception check?
I will.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'd say
Shit.
probably Broth since he's in the front.
We're walking for an hour on this bridge.
Yes.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Froll's full panic mode, dude.
That's 17 plus 5 for 22.
Yeah, you still see the clouds like when you got up to it on the edge of that land. It's still kind of just looming over the bridge, almost giving it some cover as you're walking through. And seem to have just been walking and walking and walking for miles and miles. Just you don't know how it's staying up, how this bridge is supporting itself, but it hasn't moved, it hasn't buckled, it hasn't shimmied, and
Could I
I think
throw
I
an
guess we're just
arcana
gonna
on it?
keep. Yeah, go ahead.
And can I look at the suns and see if they've moved at all?
No, they're still in the same spot on your back.
Okay.
So that's a 15 plus 2 for 17.
You notice that this is definitely a magic bridge. This is some powerful magic and has been enchanted to stay here and be a pathway for possibly in between these plateaus.
I'm going to relay that to everyone and be like, Melkor, take a better look at it.
Froll, I'm having, I would say, an awful flashback. Holding on to this rope, I'm thinking about being on our ship because, you know, we often have to climb the ropes and pulley systems and stuff to fix sails. And I'm holding on to this rope, and it's not storming. I don't think there's a lot of wind, but all of a sudden the storm starts to brew. And Froll's like visibly shaking, and I'm like, Froll's not doing good, guys.
Melkor, you're at the back, right? I would feel like
Yep.
Froll would be slower.
Yeah.
And since you said you were bringing up the rear, letting him be in front of you, you definitely see him starting to full on panic.
I am going to just try and calm him down. I was like, Froll, it's just us, man. It's just us. I'm going to turn into regular Melkor real quick. I'm like, it's just us. You know, I'm right here. If we need to stop for a second, we can. We'll catch up, man. Let's just breathe.
Froll, I've got tunnel vision. I look over and like all I can see is Melkor's face. I'm like, oh fuck! I don't know why his body's not there, but I just can't see it. So I'm gonna start walking a little faster. Still doing the hand thing.
All right. Well, I guess you succeeded. You guys are moving again, so
Yeah.
we'll walk for longer. Roll is definitely panicking the whole time. Roll Constitution as you're walking for another couple hours, and finally see two more posts and what looks like the end of the rope bridge.
Being last, I'm just trying to shove Froll along.
Can I throw another perception coming up onto this?
Yeah, go ahead. Are you up at the posts?
Yes. There. So that is. Oh god, that's a nat one. I don't see a fucking thing.
Yeah, you see some rope bridge and a post, some cloud.
Guys, we're fine. And I'm just gonna keep walking.
I've got to take a break to look for something real quick. If we can go ahead and take our.
Oh, yeah, it is right on spot.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, cool. So we're going to take a quick break. Probably 5-10 minutes, so stay tuned.
Yes.
And we are back from outer space. All right.
Yeah, so we'll just pick back up. You guys staring at these posts with the rope bridge you've been walking on for hours and hours and hours.
I'm gonna elbow Froll back. Froll, look, land.
Froll, as I look over and see this, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh God!" I'm gonna take off running, kind of like pushing everyone out of my way. Like,
Oh God, you just knocked all of us off a fucking bridge.
Not you, you're in the back.
Yeah, except for me.
Roll dex
Everyone
saves to
else.
see if you stay on your feet. Roll, give me a strength check.
oh
I'll
no!
give you with advantage on it since you are in a panic and you are gonna be pushing them hard to get them out of your way.
Except for me
Yeah.
because I'm in the back, right?
This
Yes.
is one of those funny few times where advantage is actually a disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't I already be across the bridge since I was the first one in front?
Yeah, you did say that you just
Yep.
kept walking.
Yeah.
12 plus
Aha.
2 for a 14 on strength.
Okay, everybody has to beat a dex of 14 where you are knocked prone.
Do not roll a 1.
Did somebody cash one in?
Nope, not yet.
No, I was just saying, period. Like, if you don't want to die,
Yeah. Brian and Alex.
Yes, sir.
Dex saves. You have to beat 14, so you're knocked over on the bridge. Roll's just running through.
14 and 1 for 15.
Ooh,
Dirty 20.
nice.
You try to push them, but they slightly move out of the way, so you just brush off and run past, and you get to the ground, and Broth is up there, just walking down the cart path.
yeah, I'm gonna. Being in sand for so long, and then this bridge, I'm just gonna dive into the sand, thinking like, we finally hit the water. Oh,
Is it more sand?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I was just fucking assuming.
Seeing Melkor seeing Froll dive into the sand, I'm going to do the same because I have a feel. Because if Froll's swimming, that means it's like liquid sand. It has to be. So I'm diving in as well, and I'm gonna try to swim in the sand.
Okay. Good. Go right ahead.
Are you dick pillaring in the sand?
No, I'm. Oh, I did turn back into Melkor.
You did change back to talk to me.
I'm gonna try my aggressive doggy paddle first.
Okay.
Is it acrobatic or athletics or?
Yeah, roll athletics with disadvantage.
Ah,
Well, you're
Aggressive
come
doggy
on, you're
paddling.
on the ground trying to aggressive doggy paddle in some sand.
it's still
Picturing-
16.
Picturing what a doggy paddle is, could you say he's just really crawling?
Really?
I mean,
I mean,
It's probably what would happen.
yeah.
You're actually moving fairly quick.
That is a total of 16. That's with disadvantage.
I say you literally are just crawling across the ground. Like,
Froll, I'm gonna look over and be like, Melkor, you're doing it. You're swimming.
I'm like, yeah, aggressive doggy paddle for the win. Chris, we're not choosing. Oh, draw a Fates card for Froll.
Ooh.
So we do have a crit as well,
I know what I'm
Anthony.
doing.
So the next crit.
okay. Next
For
crit.
who?
Noted.
Oh, okay. Somebody cast one.
Yeah, you get a Fates card, and
Oh. Is this
Yeah.
from you?
It is.
maybe.
I'm gonna wait to thank you.
Froll,
I know, right?
roll a D100.
Oh yeah.
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
We got We got 78.
Ooh, okay.
I'd say while he's counting this. Oh, are you done already?
Yeah, I have markers in them
Oh.
now.
Sweet. Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks, Chris.
Force an attacker to re-roll an attack against you.
Nice.
That's actually really
You better
good
write
one.
that down.
Yeah.
This is going to be used on somebody in the party. I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah, as today's gone, yeah, you're probably right. All right, RB9, you have a Fates card as well. We'll wait till he gets back as well.
So where am I walking now?
You're following the cart path. You see it go ahead of you another
At a
quarter
D100?
mile
Yes.
to half a mile, and you see the path veers off to what would be your left, and then one goes to your right.
Well, you know the saying.
You already
Go
know
left.
which direction.
Go
Pearl's
left.
swimming.
I just start going left. Like, it's natural now. Anytime waves come up, it's just I start leaning left a bit. And I kind of correct myself and I go right because I'm like, no. And then I'm like, fuck it. Can't be wrong.
Who made me roll a fucking? All right, dick.
D100.
I rolled an 88.
Okay.
I will wait to thank you. RB9 may be attacking Monteith.
Another blue. Good luck.
Ooh.
Choose your initiative score.
Ooh. Be reasonable.
That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20,
Negative
bro.
9.
I mean, there are negatives in this game. You can have a negative
was it?
initiative.
Who was it in the one shot that had a negative initiative? Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Which I don't see how you build a character to do that. But anyways.
It's a one-shot, dude. Fuck it. It's he randomly rolled.
Maybe he got bonuses from going last.
Good point.
Yeah,
So he
actually.
wanted to be able to heal if teammates were down.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Motherfucker could come out. Yeah, I rolled a 30.
Yeah.
I rolled a 298.
Oh, what a coincidence. He rolled 299.
Either way, I'm going to choose. I go first.
So, all right. So we came to another fork
And went left.
and went left. Would you say I would assume Frol at this point would realize that trying to swim in this shit, I'm still in the fucking sand.
Yes.
Um,
definitely.
As I set up, I'm gonna take another drink of my rum.
That's
the
what,
cork
2
back
drinks
in.
now?
Yeah, pop the cork back in, and
But it's been how many hours between each drink, though? Like, we've been walking a long fucking time.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, sweating it off and everything.
Can I throw an
Uh,
investigation where we're at? Where I turned left and started walking around?
Yeah, you can roll investigation or perception. It's up to you.
We'll do perception.
Yeah, I feel like I'd probably be looking around too, trying to figure out where we're
Seven.
at. And
17 plus 5 for 22.
Yeah, you see the path goes down and seems to get thicker with some brush and trees, and denser forest surrounds the path as you're walking that way. Not really tall trees, but larger bushes. I'd call it like a thicket. Long viney branches, big needles on it. So you want to be careful around it.
Seeing this,
Okay, go ahead.
Melkor's going to throw his rapier in the air and say, dance for me, which is the trigger word for my dancing rapier. And I'm going to just have it hovering around, not really doing much, just following us along.
Are you playing your loot at the same time, like one of them? Instead of having a pipe like the snake charmers, you're like tinging along with your loot to make it
Oh,
move.
for sure. Yep.
For a second, I thought we were playing lawn darts. I was like, oh no.
But Melkor, in his many studies as a bard and different things, he's kind of hesitant of desert forests. Strictly speaking, anything that could look like twig blights. Because he has a past with twig blights. And has a scar on his calf to prove it.
I don't think there's any of those. It's just really thick, viney brush.
Okay. I'm still getting my thing ready because he's freaked out right now.
Like I tried to mention to Broth earlier, as he was looking around, I came to the realization of where we were, and I was looking too. Feel like I'd be kind of looking with him and say, well, Broth, you're it, bud. You got us in this. You got to get us out. Where are we going?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't. We're here because you ran into the portal.
That was your choice to follow me.
It wasn't my choice. I had to make sure you didn't die.
If I died,
Captain
this
never
problem would
leaves
have been
crew
solved.
behind.
But you are right. This is my fault. We're here. But Captain,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look Furl dead in the eye as I say that.
I heard my name.
Froll just looks over at Melkor and then looks back at Broth. Yeah.
Hold on, I thought Malkor was captain.
I am. That's why I said yeah.
I'm gonna be like, get us the fuck out of here. I don't know what I did, and I fucked up. But guess what? It gave us more time away from everyone else, so they won't find us.
As Broth says this, I'm gonna bring
so
out my
now
journal.
you're gonna follow me.
I'm like, but Broth,
Well,
hold on. Let
I
the captain
followed
speak.
you the entire time, sir. Don't fucking pull that shit with me.
I was like, I'm gonna look over at Frob like, there's a reason why you self-demoted yourself,
Turn around.
and I'm gonna get out my little book and be like, Broth, this is where you fucked up. And I'm gonna show him the picture of the runes, and I'm gonna send that picture because I'm gonna show everybody the runes of what I drew. And if you're okay with it, Anthony, I'm gonna send that picture you sent me to the group chat.
I thought Melkor was gonna start going through a bulletin list of the ways that Broth fucked up.
Oh no, just
No. That Froll fucked up.
Oh no,
Okay.
No, of what Broth fucked up by jumping into a portal into an unknown world with 3 suns, and to bring people back to life, you have to piss and shit on them.
That's a myth, and I can prove it.
I'm gonna be like, did you hear that, guys? Yeah, you have to piss and shit to bring people back here. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
Gonna call bullshit on that, and then like I was alive the entire time, asshole. I was just hiding.
As soon as
Like
he
a
says
sand
asshole,
shark.
I'm gonna be like, I knew you seen it, and I'm gonna wink at him.
Fuck you.
We're gonna just assume you guys are
All right.
continually walking down the
Oh,
path
yeah.
while you're talking. 'cause
Yeah.
these are pretty
Are
big
you winking
areas,
at him,
you know.
or are you winking at him, or are you mooning him?
No, I'm winking him.
After this conversation, I'll give it a good 10-15 minutes. Roll of perception.
12 plus 5 for 17.
Now you look and see that it's no longer the thick, viney, thornish bush that it was. Now it looks almost like a farm plot. See some squashes growing in rows. Looks like maybe some pumpkins.
Oh, dude, Froll being hungry, I'm mowing into one of these squashes.
I'm gonna be like, Broth, is that where you live? Is that your farm?
Can I walk up and like take a look at it and roll a history?
Yeah, go ahead.
$14 plus 2 for 16.
Does this seem like your farm from growing up?
Can you describe it real quick? The setting.
There's rows of squash growing in this field. You stand up and look, and all of a sudden it goes from that thorny, vine-ish mess to these squash growing in perfect rows. You turn and look the other way, and you see rows of corn growing opposite direction instead of this way like the squash is. They're growing this way, and it's almost a wall. Look in the center, and you see this really messy hut. Looks overgrown and wrecked. It's round, almost moldy straw. Few windows. Looks really old.
Can I slowly start walking up to it? Kind of just like in a daze.
Yeah, you follow the path, and it gets you up to fairly sturdy looking heavy wooden door.
Thrall, as I see him walking kind of in a daze, I'm a tackle him again.
And Melkor.
Just
Melkor
walking up to the house.
Yeah, but you looked like you were in a daze, like you were back at the beach.
But I
So
don't
Frol-
hear anything.
Thrall thinks that you're being drawn to this place, and I have to save you.
Okay.
Yeah, and as he's getting tackled, Melkor saying this jokingly, and then him kind of going to like memory land.
Hey, Pearl, you miss anyways.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Yeah, that's a 18 plus 4.
I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna walk with Broth and keep an eye out because something doesn't feel right.
And as I go to tackle Broth and just kind of whiz past him, I'm gonna and then kind of click myself real quick, like I just stumbled or something. Just keep walking with him.
Monteith and RB, what do you guys want to do? Anything?
Are there any herbs around?
You see the corn and the squash and the thicket, and then you see one garden is full of mushrooms.
Ooh.
So all kinds of different mushrooms.
Ah,
Like
well, can I
6
find any of
different
these mushrooms
rows.
that are for healing purposes and numbing purposes?
I mean, you
I
could
like to make
grab
some
and try.
elixirs. I like to make some potions.
Potions.
Grab your mushrooms.
Hell yeah. I'm grabbing some mushrooms.
Which row do you want to grab from? There's 6 of them.
Which row is what mushrooms are what? Do we know?
Do
Can
you
I
have knowledge of mushrooms?
I'm a cleric, so I have medicine.
Roll medicine. A medicine check on.
That's a nat 20, my guy.
Oh, which is it does
Oh,
trigger
That's a card.
Chris's crit card. Crit your pants.
Yeah,
They'll
that
pull
was
it
a
up.
nat 20 plus 5, so 25.
Sorry, bud.
You look at the third row and you know that if you can get someone to eat this mushroom, it will deal poison damage to them.
That's the third row.
Yes.
Third row is poison.
On your next attack, you get triple damage.
Oh,
Nice.
Next attack, trip damage.
Damn.
Fuck
And just imagine if you
everybody.
get-
20 that guy.
Nat 20, that guy.
Yeah.
Go. I'm taking gods with me.
20 that guy. DM's gonna regret even bringing him into the store.
yeah.
Like you already
Anyways.
killed Froll.
So come up to the door, and I want to kind of bang on it, see if anyone's home.
So there's no healing mushrooms, all poisonous.
That row was poisonous.
Monteith, I'd kind of like to just keep an eye on RB9, watching what he's doing, just because Melkor seemed to think so highly of him. This guy seems to got his
Hold
shit
on.
together.
You would also know RB9 with that medicine check on that mushroom that if you successfully save against eating that you would be able to fly until your next long rest.
He's saying this out loud.
No, he just knows this because he rolled a nat 20 on his medicine
Yeah, because
check.
Fro would be gone.
I didn't.
I do
Froll
have
was
the
about to
fully
attribution.
read everything.
I do have the trait to where I can like. I picked a trait where I literally like analyze some stuff, and sometimes I speak it out loud and gives my position away, or what my next attack is.
That's so funny.
It did. He might have said that out loud. Do you think he would have?
Be like, that would make you fly if you survive. Yeah.
You would have said it out loud.
That would be like that one will make you fly if you survive that.
Froll, I'm just nonchalantly just looking around, kind of kicking my feet in the dirt here. I'm gonna bend down and pick one of these up and look down at me like, I'm just gonna turn around and walk away.
Which row did you grab from?
The one that he was just talking about.
Okay, write that down that you have.
And he didn't say the poison part. He just said these will make you fly.
If you
Make you
survive.
fly if you survive.
Oh, if you survive. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Standing next to Broth as he knocks on this door, I'm going to shift into my Melkorina form. With just as a soft touch, and be like, "Is this your home?"
I think so.
I thought you were born of sea.
And then I was shoved out of my homeland at the age of 8.
And you came out of the ocean and got
Into
plopped
a
into
farm.
desert.
Of an old pirate, and who turned into a farmer. And as I'm looking around, I'm kind of just looking around, and I'm just thinking back to myself, like, kind of seems it.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any I guess like decoration or anything that would look like it came from a boat?
No, it's really rough.
Okay.
Looks like the outside no one even pays attention to.
I'm
And
just
as
gonna
you
I'm gonna
bang
open
on
the
the
door.
door, it takes a minute, and you hear a voice muttering almost insults. Everyone knows I'm busy. Who's knocking on my door? They come and open the door, and you see a human in what looks like a mage robe standing there with some circular glasses on, and she says, "What do you need? Who are you? What do you want?"
Man, y'all are lucky Bjork's not in this campaign.
I'm gonna curtsy. I'm like, "Excuse me, ma'am. We seem to be a bit lost. And we heard you're the greatest mage around. So I was wondering if you could lean your insight."
Wondered if I could what?
Give us some insight as to where we are.
I don't know where we're at. I come here because it's quiet. I can write in peace. I'm working on my 12th book of lore.
12 books. Do you have the other 11?
Not with me. Haven't you heard of me?
Well, you never told us your name.
It is Gwyneth Torso.
Gwyneth Torso. Can I roll a history, see if I've heard of the name?
Yes, go ahead.
And as I notice her open the door and them kind of start this conversation, Pearl's gonna tuck that mushroom into my backpack, and I'm gonna pull my hood up, fairly far, and just kind of slink down.
You're going to hear her ask Melkor if perhaps he's read any of her lycanthropic erotica books. And she's going to emphasize the fact that she's written 28 of them.
So my
Hell
history
yeah.
check, I'm guessing for everything, it's a 19 plus 6, so 25.
You've heard of a lot of different books of lore. You know it's really hard to find them in Stormhaven due to how long you have to sail to get to libraries and stuff. So
I'm going to be like, lycanthropic erotica, you say? I have not, my lady. But damn, does it sound interesting. Do tell me more.
she's gonna kind of gaze off and, grab her chin and think. She says, "Oh, let me tell you one of my favorite passages." And she begins to quote this very graphic paragraph from one of her books, and even Melkor begins to blush, and you guys are pretty shocked by what she's telling you she's written.
I'm going to roll for arousal. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Melkor's
Oh, yeah.
dripping.
It's a 32.
That's, I'm going on con, so con 19, 21. So, yeah, she's dripping.
Full attention.
Yeah, I am zoned.
And as she's telling this, can I roll stealth real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then
I'm gonna check your DMs, Anthony.
we can move on. That's a 17 with 5 for 22.
Okay, you think you're hitting. You think you're hidden.
22. Okay, I'm gonna stealth around the back side of this house, and then you can carry on with what you guys are doing.
Okay. Monteith, RB, anything you guys want to check out or ask about or look at?
So you see this lady going on about her erotica as Melkor or Mello.
Melkorina.
Melkorina.
Hey, Malcorina. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna look over at the. I'm gonna lean over and be like, "Which row of your mushrooms is for healing?"
Oh, none of the mushrooms heal.
They're all psychedelics.
Yes, mostly.
Bet. Which one's not gonna kill anybody?
Hopefully they'll all kill you. I'd rather you didn't get the benefits from them.
You're twisted as fuck.
A little bit. That's why I live out here by myself.
Yeah, Melkorina is kind of like leaning against the door, like she's flushed. One arm is hidden somewhere for sure. I'm just trying to.
You're still wearing Melkor's clothes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 My clothes don't change.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the lady again real quick. Like, how the fuck do we get out of here?
I don't know. I can get myself out of here. I can't help you guys get out of here. I know there's a portal somewhere, but I don't know where they took that rock.
Well, how do you get out of here?
Not magic.
Bitch.
I'm gonna look at her and wink like, yes, ma'am, you are.
She's gonna give you a pamphlet. It's like a 20-page book with a couple little, or like a twine spine to hold it all together.
I'm just gonna be like,
She's gonna kind of wink at you and be like, "This is a sample."
I'm gonna just
Oh.
like sniff it real hard and like
So you
just
must
hold it tight.
so you must not be a powerful mage then, if you can't get anybody else out of here.
I'm gonna be like, hush your damn mouth. She is a work of
So
art.
I use most of my magic for my writing.
Well, your writing is pointless if you can't get us out of here.
I'm gonna look down and be like, it ain't
I
pointless.
don't want to leave right now.
Can you at least get us out of here?
I mean,
I know
you
you.
can.
I know you know spells. You can create portals.
That takes a lot, and there's not many components here. If you haven't noticed, it's kind of barren.
Figured you would bring some with you.
Can I look at her and say, does Valentard ring a bell? Like straight face too. I'm just gonna look at her and ask.
You're gonna see her eyes almost light up, and then she's gonna go back to her workspace and say, well, maybe familiar, but doesn't ring a bell right now.
Can we come in and have a seat to get out of the sun, and I'll tell you a funny story.
I'm gonna need to do something before you make a decision with that, though.
And yeah, if you want to, I guess I could use a little break. I have some tea.
That would be wonderful.
While all of you guys were talking, Froll was around the backside of the house looking for an unlocked window or a back door.
Oh, no.
Roll investigation. You always go left, so yeah, roll investigation.
18 flat. I picture I went around the left side of the house and I'm just kind of circling my way around now.
Yeah, you get about halfway around and you notice the back door and you see that it's propped open with a crate with empty milk jugs in it.
I'm going to, being in stealth, I feel like I would be very careful with how I step. Without opening the door anymore, I picture being a crate. I've got, about 1.5 feet or so. I'm gonna just kind of like, just creep my way in the back here. Not breaking and entering if I don't break anything. And I'm gonna.
Nope. It's
Looking
just entering.
around, as I was sneaking off, I heard her telling Melkor of some of these novels. And knowing how rare novels are, I'm looking for maybe one of value, like a first edition.
And roll investigation.
But quickly. If that makes sense, because I know that
And
conversations
roll
don't last
investigation
forever.
with disadvantage.
Ooh, that sucks because that was a nat 20. Ooh, 17 flat.
Yeah, you see a bookshelf full of what looks like different pamphlets and hardback books.
Let me. Are there any that maybe look any fancier? with that investigation?
There's some with some gold lettering, some with
Yeah,
just
Furl doesn't
regular
really
lettering.
read, but I know, obviously if there's more time put into the binding, then it's a little more of
Obviously, it's
interest.
a better book. Oh, most definitely.
Okay, let me. I'm just gonna grab one of those and tuck it down into my sleeve and creep my way back out of that door.
I don't envision a book fitting in your sleeve.
Oh, how big are these books?
About the size of a
Normal
book.
size.
I'll be back in just a second, boys. I gotta go check on little man.
I guess I'd just tuck it into.
Tuck it.
Let me tuck it into my belt. I've got a long coat, so I'm gonna tuck it into my belt, kind of inside my long coat.
Okay, just a sec.
Laptop, a monitor, and another monitor.
You're not muted.
Yeah,
I got D&D,
when you
bro.
grab this book and you go to stuff it into your waistband, you suddenly feel extremely combative. And the next creature, or actually every creature you see for the next 10 minutes, you uncontrollably have to challenge them to a duel.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
That's so fitting.
So would you say kind of a fit of anger?
Late.
Most, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fucking kick that back door out. Cause I was just gonna leave after I got something, but now I'm fucking angry. So I'm gonna kick that back door out, and I'm gonna walk around the back side of the house, just look around. Be like, who's fucking it, bro? Who's it?
You're walking back up to the front door.
No, the back door, the one that. Oh no, I'm just kind of in the backyard now, looking for somebody to fight.
I don't see anyone back there. Back to the front, she's going to invite you guys in. And as she does, she hears the bang from the back. Says, "Oh, there must be other visitors." She is walking. She says, "I'll be right back," and walks towards the back of her little hut.
And walking, I picture. So I always go left, right? So I went left around this side of the house, and I made my way around back. I'm gonna keep circling that same path, going back around front now. Like, come on, somebody wants it. Who's catching hands?
So you're circling back up towards the front of the house.
Yeah.
Okay, who's all up there? Monteith, Roth, Melkor, and RB.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey,
Who do
all
I
four of
see
you
first?
pick a number between 1 and 4. You can't pick a number that's already been picked. Melkor, go first.
3.
Roth,
1.
RB,
4.
okay. Monteith would get 2. Roth, you are the first person that Thrall sees.
Stop.
Yeah. For all I'm walking straight up to Broth, and I'm fucking pulling my glove off, and I'm throwing that bitch on the ground.
Yeah, Roth, you have been challenged to a duel.
Fuck me. I don't want to deal with this right now. Okay.
Dost thou accept?
Thou accepts.
I guess drawing swords. This lady is walking out the back door now, Miss Gwyneth. And hears the shouting, I would guess that you threw your glove on the ground and said, "I challenge you to a duel."
Yeah, definitely.
And she is going to see the book in your waistband and kind of roll her eyes and, "Excuse me, sir," and pull it out.
I'm gonna look over at her and be like, "Hey, ma'am, you're next. Okay, it's this gentleman's turn."
Can I
As
punch him in the
you-
gut while he's yelling at her?
Yeah, go ahead. And as you're doing this, she's grabbing the book from your waistband and pulling it out. You feel extremely less combative.
Nat 20.
I've
Ooh.
still.
It triggers
I've-
the nat crit your pants.
Oh, there's another trigger pants.
Damn you, Brandon.
I've still got my rapier pointed
It
at
wasn't
Roth
from
and
me.
my finger pointed in this lady's face.
This crit your pants is brought to you by Alex.
This crit your pants is fucked up.
Oh,
actually-
fuck.
Troll's actually critting his
Get
pants.
quadruple damage.
Oh!
On top of the double damage.
He
Oh,
already
wait a
had- Oh, I thought I had to draw a new one.
No.
No.
I'm saying
No,
that because nat 20 doubles damage with unarmed strikes because you
yeah,
have your
so
regular,
it'll
right?
be the nat 20 bonus for damage and then double that.
All
I
right.
would say
Well,
whatever the total is, 6 damage since you're just punching him.
yeah, right in the gut.
Times 2 would be 12.
But it says it triples, right?
Quadruples
Qua-
4 times.
So
So
that's
your so it'd be
24.
an unarmed strike. Whatever your unarmed strike is, doubled, and then quadruple that number.
So Broth is over here like,
What's your unarmed strike
This
damage?
dude's getting 6 times.
It's normally 3. It's normally
So
3.
6,
And
and then that times 4 is 24 damage.
God
Yep.
damn.
And she took the book.
Yep.
Yes. So
Dude, that
you're
means you're
way
getting
less
it.
combative, and I mean, you remember challenging him to a duel, and then she takes the book, and like this urge to fight just goes away, and
Broth,
wham, nails you right in the belly button, and I would say you pretty much go down to a knee and gasp for air, holding your midsection.
God, 24 points of damage
Yeah.
with your fist.
On an unarmed strike.
That was brought to you by Alex.
That was brought to you, One Punch Man.
Yep. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
Oh, fuck.
Fro's about to do something here, but he's got to check and make sure he can do it.
Uh-oh, I'm getting fucked up. Anyways, just staring at this chick's staring at us, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at her and go, I'm sorry for my friend's actions.
Oh, no worries. I leave those books there because they're cursed.
Good to know. Do you have any books for sale by chance?
Melkor slowly backs away from the books that she was about to touch.
Yeah, Fro's just fucking stunned, man.
I'm just like, "Bup, I'm out."
I'm
I was looking
trying
for
to
more wolf porn, but nope.
Trying to catch my breath.
How hurt is Froll?
He just lost his fucking lunch. Let's say that much.
You have. So with 24 points, you're still standing.
I'm still standing.
Froll's not a bitch.
He didn't hear no bell.
He's not. Yeah, he didn't hear no bell.
Froll heard no bell.
I heard no bell.
Well, he heard it, but he ignored it.
That bell rocked in his fucking gut.
Oh.
Yeah. Froll just did the the vomit and shit at the same time routine.
So how about that tea?
All right, let's have some tea then. And
Go
thank you
inside
very
and
much for
talk.
the tea.
Roll.
I'm gonna Go
Oh,
lead
sorry,
the
go
way
ahead.
and start
He
following you.
leads you guys into the kitchen, sits you around her table, and you see plants growing all over. It's kind of messy, run down. It doesn't look like it's used much. You see, go ahead and roll perception.
18 plus 5 for 23.
9 plus 3 for 12. Monteith.
And Monteith,
Yes.
you're like, man, this is a nice kitchen. I can dig it. Anyone
Just
else?
kinda enjoying the scenery.
Melkor is definitely ready for some tea.
Roth, with
Roll
your
'em.
23, you would see it's like 6 jars, some ground up powder sitting on the counter next to the stove
She's getting shocked.
where her kettle's already boiling. You see next to it, what should be a counter, but it has several lights and what looks like a green screen and some buttons and levers and such on it.
Roll, knowing that this woman keeps cursed books on her bookshelf and poisonous mushrooms in her garden. Instead of drinking my tea, I'm just gonna kind of sit here and cross my legs and meditate in my chair while they're having their conversations.
Okay. Your teeth just
Actually, better
sit
yet, I
next to
feel
you.
like Fro would probably be going over to a fucking dark corner somewhere.
Okay. She's gonna ask where you're going. I guess you'd say you're just gonna go meditate in a corner. So she'd offer you her recliner or her couch if for a soft spot. So I'll just go over here in the living room. It'll be nice and quiet.
Fro's like, no. He's kind of embarrassed right now after getting his ass whooped. with one hit. No, I'll find a spot. It's
I'm gonna
fine.
kind of gently pat you on the back and say, "Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. It'll be all right. Just go lay down."
I'm still holding my ass and wiping the vomit off my lip.
She's gonna kind of just rub your back a little. Oh, it's all right. Let it out. Let it out.
Oh, shit.
As she says, let it out, I'm just gonna shit all over in my pants.
Oh my god.
I wasn't there.
I think we should call this episode the shittiest episode ever.
She is gonna suddenly just look shocked as she hears you let this rip, and she's like, "Oh dear
Yeah.
God!"
It feels like,
And she
oh.
straightens up her back and says, "So, any preference on tea, there, folks?"
I'm gonna look at her and be like,
Yes, I have these 6 flavors.
"Can we drink tea outside? It's getting a little rank into here now."
Sir, would you like to go clean up? I bet you there's something in the washroom in your size.
Fro's just gonna plop down in this fucking shitty drawers and start meditating.
Monteith, at this point, I've now seen Melkarina's shit all over broth. I can smell Troll's shit just wafting on the air. I'm going to go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw to see if I don't just fucking Ralph.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were trying to see if you were going to join us.
Can I take her? Can I take her up on her offer of using the bathroom to wash up? And be like, I wanna go-
Yes, absolutely. She
So,
extends the offer to all of you. Says, if you want to wash up, please do.
Yeah, before
Says,
seeing that, I would
can
like
make
to do
extra
that.
washrooms pretty quickly if you'd all like one.
Yes,
So-
please.
She's gonna do some hoobly bibbly magic and using like can't remember what it's called. She's gonna pull out a little tent and set it up, and as you walk into it, there's just your own individual washrooms, like a little brick area with a shower, mirror, and a towel.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
So at Monteith, I most definitely puked. I got a 4 + 4 for 8.
Ouch.
This woman's house is fucking wrecked.
He says, "Don't worry about it. I'll handle it."
I just look at her and just like, I apologize for their actions.
I
As you're
apologize.
talking to her, you watch her walk over to what would be like her ice box, and she grabs a broom and walks over to where Monteith just threw up, and she kind of picks up the corner of the rug under the dining room table and looks around and sweeps it under there and just sets it back down.
Yeah,
God damn,
Yeah.
that's great.
this is Froll's kind of woman, dude.
He shakes the broom off and puts it back behind the ice box and says, "So after you guys are done with your showers, just let me know and we'll chat."
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this NPC.
Melkorina's definitely taking a cold ass shower. She needs to cool down a bit after, the werewolf sex talk. But while she's in there, she's actually gonna transform her hair into more wild, like almost wolfish length, and just like be super poofy, because she's totally into werewolves right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Didn't you technically turn into one out of
No.
character?
Nope.
I don't think you have to have seen one, don't you?
Yep. And I definitely would not have seen one.
You're telling me in all your like bard schools and that you didn't have a picture of one in a book?
No, you have to physically see one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, my bad.
Basically, it's like I can scan them and understand their biology, but I have to see it.
Okay, my bad. No, I'm taking a hot ass shower and getting like everything washed up. I'm rinsing my gills out and shit.
I'm definitely facing the left as I'm showering and casting message through the wall. And I don't care who's there. I'm just casting it left because I know left is always right. And I'm going to start reciting some of the werewolf sex through the message. Whoever's there gets it.
It's just like the bathroom stall talk.
Yep.
Hey, there's what? Troll, Roth, RB, there's 4 of you.
Yep.
Okay. Do this again. Between 1 and 4, you can't pick a number that's been picked before. Froll,
1.
RB,
3.
Roth.
4.
Okay. That gives Monteith 1. RB picked the number I rolled, so you start getting a message about werewolf sex.
So as I'm hearing this dude recite
I mean,
sexual
I have a
liking-
female form, so you're hearing a woman's voice.
Yeah, so I'm hearing it in either way. I'm hearing fucking sex talk in my ear,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm just going to. You're in the shower.
Yeah, so we're each in our own shower stalls right now.
I'm a robot. I don't take showers.
Oh, that's true.
So
I think it wouldn't take you far from her actual house, and being a mage with some magic, she'd be able to like create this little pocket room.
Air dryer.
With her.
A blow dryer to get all the sand out.
it's an oil bath.
So you'd be close enough that between the people, and you already have bonded with RB a little bit. So I'd
Oh.
say it makes sense that he's on your list.
Obviously,
of
he's
people
in
that
the
would
stall
catch
to the
them.
right of me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're taking that now I'm to the left. I'm going to.
You don't know what's coming from me. Well, you don't know where my stall
It's
is.
coming from.
You just hear it
Oh.
in your head.
I'm going to find Melkarina, kick the door open, and smack him.
You don't know it's him though. That's the thing.
Well, he hears
he-
my voice.
I know the
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
They've
Oh,
talked quite
If
a bit this
You
episode.
go
He's-
out of the door that's on like your little shower room, then you're back in her kitchen. Like it's not one big shower room, it's just individual.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go find Malkarina. Let's
So
go.
you go out
find-
the door and you're back in her kitchen, and you go back in the door and you're back in your little single shower area, but Melkarina's
Back and
voice
forth.
is still reading this.
Oh yeah.
And every time it pauses, you're like, oh, good, it's done. And then it just comes back and
Yeah.
reads the next sentence.
And
I'm
every-
gonna go to the mage. I'm gonna come out to the
Oh.
mage and be like, "Where
So
the fuck
he's
is she?"
saying there's only one door,
Yeah.
but depending
Yep.
on who walks,
We have our
into
own
it,
little
you go
pocket
to
dimensions.
different-
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got your own
Magic
little
board.
shower area, so
Yeah,
you guys can
yeah.
get cleaned up and
So
whatever you
technically,
need.
he's next to you, but he's not.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk out, look at the mage, be like, bring her shower up now."
And every time he says, "Oh no, not this," or "Oh, finally it's done," I hear that every time he says it. But I'm still going.
Oh no, it's not.
and by the way, I want to invite the mage into mine. My
I'm
shower.
busy here. Back off, broth.
It's after you.
Roll persuasion.
Intimidation.
What was it? Persuasion?
That's for broth.
16.
15.
Yeah, she's like, no, I'll make the tea. You go shower. Which
Broth.
tea would you like? She asks you again. Points to the jars.
Something robust and fruity.
Okay.
I go back in the shower to finish up.
And
then ask her-
what were you doing?
I'm telling the mage to bring up Malakor's fucking shower. Or Malakarina
I
shower.
don't think she'd appreciate that very
I
much.
need to talk to her real quick. It'll be I won't even stick my head
What?
in.
Like I'm
What do you
hearing your
need to talk
replies
to her
too.
about.
Like I'm hearing you say this to her.
She's speaking it your fucking lore
I
in
can
my
send
head
her
right
a
now.
message. Melkarina, this is Gwyneth. You can reply to this message.
I'm like, "Oh, hey Gwyneth, how you doing?"
I'm good. Your metal friend out here would like to speak with you about something.
Oh,
You can reply to this message.
tell him I'm a little occupied.
Okay, I will.
I
Thanks.
can
Reply
hear
to
her
this message.
twiddling in my fucking head.
Looks at you and says, she says she's a little occupied at the moment. She'll get back to you.
I'm gonna look at the mage with my obviously I'm a straight faced robot. I'm like, I know. I can hear her in my head twiddling the bean.
And I'm gonna continue my story.
Went to your story as she's reciting it. Get it out
Yeah.
of my head.
This is fucking beautiful.
Melkarina, of course, can hear you say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She does not give a fuck.
Nope.
No.
Melkarina's still going.
As I know, as she can hear me, she's still
Yeah.
reciting.
Yeah. But I do eventually get to the end of the pamphlet because I've already memorized it.
Yes.
And I'm like, "Oh, honey, wasn't that beautiful?"
I fucking hate you.
Like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed
Been
it
through
too."
wars of epic proportions, but this is the thing that scars him in
This
life.
draws the line. This is the line.
This is called torture.
I watch people get dismantled, and this is torture.
Yeah, and Melkarina is gonna towel down and be like, "I'll be out in a second. I know you wanted to talk," and gets redressed and heads out.
Oh God. Do I want to
Say
spell?
about this time, everyone else is. Froll, you went and showered, and Monteith, I'm assuming you did as well.
No,
Yeah.
Froll, I'm sitting in here on the floor meditating
In his shit.
my poopy drawers.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
drug
have to
his
say-
ass and threw him through a door.
I'm gonna have to
Uh,
step on him.
I'm
Froll
still
didn't
just
drink
meditating, so I would let him drag me, and I'd just still be sitting in the shower.
I take his clothes off and throw him in the shower thing.
Okay, so I
keeping my
picture
eyes closed.
Froll trying to meditate. He's really in his zone. He seems kind of a focused individual. So when Broth tries to grab him and take his pants off, he just does the stiff leg thing that a baby would do so that you
Yeah.
can't get their pants off. As
Yeah,
Broth
I
is
stiff
trying
leg,
to move his
and
leg, he just kind of,
I stiff leg, and I like just spread my legs apart.
Can I
feel
look
like-
at the Can
I
I
feel
look
like
at the
Brock
mage and ask her and be like, "Can you fix pants by chance?"
I'd have
I can.
I'd have to sit here and feel like you'd almost have to roll a dex to make sure his hand didn't slip into the shit.
yes.
Oh, it's
I agree with that.
it's
No, I haven't
everything.
gone there yet.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at Broth as he asks if she can fix pants. I'm like, oh, I can fix them pants, honey. You do what you need to do.
I'm gonna take my dagger out and start at one of the legs and just slowly slice up like the backside to get him off, and throw him in the shower. So like at least he gets rinsed off or something. I don't fucking know. I am not having
feel
some
like-
dude sit there with some shitty ass pants.
Froll would switch tactics in how a toddler would when you're trying to change them and
Start
teach you
twisting.
from do the barrel roll
Yep.
and the kick and the
Yeah, I can't do
Ninja
much and
flips
come
and-
out, but I'd be like flipping to my stomach and then flipping back over to my back. Like,
so you're gonna have to roll an attack with your dagger.
So as Melkorine is out now, you see my hand out like this, and I see a green light get ready to form.
I'm gonna
Stay-
take a step back and go back into the
Stay
tent.
out of my head, for it could be bad.
And I hear, "Stay out of my," and then I'm back into my bathroom because I step back. Nope.
So I'm gonna use my short sword because that's what I got, and that's a 14 plus 6 for dirty 20.
Yeah, you instead of cutting up his pant leg, trying to get that off, and his flailing and kicking and barrel rolling, you hit his leg, and you're gonna need to roll damage.
this is the second character in the second fucking campaign that has gotten cut by this guy trying to cut me out of something.
Yeah.
Well, be happy because it's only 1 plus 4 for 5.
Did you hear the bell yet?
Fine, you're fine.
Yeah, he's getting close to hearing that bell because he ain't healed yet.
Oh, you said 5 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, Froll, you can't stay meditating when you're damaged. You'd have to.
You
It would break
feel
concentration.
that come out of it as you're doing your barrel roll, ninja kick, fight the poo change.
Now, being aware while I am in this meditative state, when he went to attack, would I be able to roll to dodge?
You were already moving around.
You were trying to dodge him taking your pants off to clean you up.
Okay, because I would have came out of the meditative at that point.
Yeah, I think as soon as you started moving around, because you have to
Right.
actually know what you're doing there. So
I'm gonna look at him and be like, why in the hell do you keep attacking me?
I'm just gonna look at him, and the door is still right next to me, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna grab him and throw him the fuck in there without even saying anything. As he's going,
Give me a
why?
strength.
18 plus 2 for 20.
Yeah. I'd say you managed to throw him through the door.
And
you
as
say
I go
the-
to shut the door,
Bushes.
I'm just gonna look at him and go, clean your
Things
ass
going
up.
good.
Would you say the water's warm?
Yeah, I'd say it's hot water in there.
I'm a
Probably,
what?
actually, it would be kind of a weird concept to you guys seeing this,
Yeah.
like nozzle
There
coming out of
typically
a
wouldn't
wall and
be
water
warm.
spraying down onto
Right.
the ground.
I was thinking
Um,
of them as like bath things where they're like these big ass things sitting in the middle of the room, you know? That's what I was imagining them as.
He said showers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did.
I feel like this is all out of character. I feel like there's something to this hut that's more than it seems because he mentioned something about like a green screen and stuff too, like some kind of a control panel or something that we didn't know what it was.
No, I was looking at it.
Yeah, Froll's just gonna lock the door and strip down and just sit down, cross my legs, and now I'm meditating in a warm shower.
Boom.
So you're just gonna stand there for 4 hours,
Yeah, fucking water's warm.
dude. Jelly fucking legs. That's all I'm gonna
I'm a-
say.
I'm a sea elf.
Yeah, but cross-legged for 4 hours in a hot ass shower
Well, that's normally how I meditate,
and under a hot ass shower.
like cross-legged.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm saying
I didn't even think about that hot ass shower.
because your muscles are gonna be loose.
Well,
as
he
fuck.
said warm. He said warm. He didn't say hot.
Oh, okay.
Be hot, like I said. It'd just be a weird concept to you guys. You wouldn't have seen something like this before. Usually, it'd be like a good clawfoot bath.
My thought was to Froll, it's kind of comforting no matter what the heat, seeing that we've been in a dry ass desert and this is wet.
True. I did not think of it that way. So, yeah, I don't think she'd notice if you stayed in there for 4 hours because I think, like you guys would have figured out by now, the sun doesn't really go down here, so it's kind of hard to keep track of time. Know exactly how long you've been doing something.
I guess while he's taking the 4-hour shower, I'm gonna be like,
Giggity.
my lady, do you have somewhere I can rest? I'm quite magically drained myself.
So, yes, I've got a spare bedroom back there. It's got several bunks in it if you guys would like to get off your feet for a bit. Be more than happy to cook you some stew and let you stay for a while.
Can I
I
help
would
you
like to
cook
roll,
said
like-
stew?
I would like to roll to see if she is trustworthy in this statement that she's not going to
No,
murder us in our
shark,
sleep.
sir. I will not have sex with you.
That is not what I asked, ma'am.
I'm gonna be like, but what about me?
Maybe she was reading your mind.
I wasn't even thinking that. I honestly wanted to help cook.
Or were
My
you?
apologies. I didn't hear what you said. I'm just defensive.
Oh, that was just her
Fine.
reply.
That's
even
fine.
better.
That's her default.
That's even better.
Can I help you cook though?
You want to
I mean,
what
if you
her?
want to, yeah, I'd love some help. I mean, if you could cook, I could just go back to writing.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Show me
It's
around
okay,
your
here's
kitchen
the
real
kitchen.
quick.
Bye. Have fun.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
like, bro,
Disappears into
kitchen.
her study. Slams the door, and you hear it lock. And then you hear like a bar slide down. And then you hear a latch.
I'm
and,
gonna
like, a
knock on
chain
the door.
slide.
I'm like, my lady.
You get no answer.
My cast
I'm
message.
gonna be
And
like,
point forward.
Melkarina,
Like,
come here.
my lady, can I read your newest works? You can reply to
You
this
get no
message.
answer from her.
I'm like, God damn it. I'm gonna walk away. Like, damn it, broth.
Melkarina, come help me cook,
I'm gonna go to
please.
I'm gonna be like, I'm the captain now, remember?
You're also the cook of the ship, and I'd much rather eat your food.
Lieutenant Dan! Shrimp!
They're not with us.
I look around. Do I see Lieutenant Dan?
No.
Like, God damn it. Look around, like, Fro! Kitchen!
Yeah, Fro hears you, but
No, I don't think you do, because you're in your portal.
Yeah, you're in your shower, so I don't think you would hear him.
Oh, okay.
Be like, God damn it. I'm
And
gonna,
it's there, but technically it's not really there, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at RB9 and I'm like, do you know how to cook? I think you're muted.
And I go into meditative state.
I don't think RB9 eats.
I'm gonna look around. Like, Monteith. Monteith.
Monteith, I'm gonna assume that I would hear him just kind of fresh out of the shower, just putting my hair up. And I'm gonna move my way towards Melkor.
Like, oh, Monteith. Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, first choice. You're my top guy. I need you to go in there and help Broth. You know, he's not the best, so you
I'm
know.
gonna look Melkorina in the eye.
He's bullshitting me.
First choice. That was
Totally
good.
number one guy.
That was good.
Roll insight.
Do I need to roll deception?
Yes.
It's a nat 20 plus 1.
Oh,
Yep.
nat 20 plus 7.
I don't
Damn.
know how that would work, but I think the plus 7 would negate the plus 1.
Yeah. Oh, it does.
Oh,
So
oh
yeah,
man.
you believe him, Monty. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm the number one guy. Let's go to man. Oh, fuck yeah.
With Melkor and I's, well, with my feelings toward Melkor definitely subsided. Now just more looking towards him as a strong leadership figure. I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah. What do you need me to do, dude?
I'm like, man, thanks, I appreciate it. I'm like, Broth needs some help in the kitchen. You know how he is. Not good. So, and I know you're on it, man. You and Lieutenant Dan, you guys get together and you guys make some good shit. So I'm sure you're able to help Broth out. If you need me, I'm gonna be over here in the corner, kind of making notes, trying to keep up with our adventures. I'm gonna write right now. Actually, I'm gonna, Monteith cooked a beautiful meal all by himself. I'm gonna give you all the credit, dude.
I'm gonna look right at Melkor and then look around and be like, where's Lieutenant Dan?
I'm just gonna shrug. I'm like, I think we left him on the island.
I'm gonna look at Melkor and be like, just kind of being like, you just said he was here though. I'm definitely, I don't know. I don't know if I can trust Broth's cooking ability. I kind of feel like Melkor needs to be here helping me.
I have complete trust in you. Just channel your inner Lieutenant Dan, because I know you guys are cool. I've seen some of those shrimp cocktails going, a little towards you more. I know you guys got something going on. You guys got that
Butter up
closeness.
Melkor about his cooking from when he made the shark soup in that.
Can I roll my?
Go ahead.
I forgot
What
about the.
What would you want?
shark thing.
Persuasion
The shark
or
bacon.
yeah, the shark bacon in that.
I got 2 questions.
Roll a
That dog was slurping.
charisma check.
Charisma?
Yes.
I got 2 questions after this.
That is 15 for charisma.
Do I need a charisma
roll
save?
Insight to see if you believe what he's telling you.
Like I'm sitting there and I'm
Melkor.
buttering it up. I'm just trying to
Monty.
butter up that emotion.
What did you want to do?
So 2 questions. 1, could I roll history to see if I remember any good recipes? And 2, can I roll performance to see if I can cook one of those good recipes?
Yes and yes.
Sweet.
Melkor's insight is a 16 plus 3 for a 19.
You're pretty sure that Broth is bullshitting you, but you like to be praised and
I
you
do.
like
I do.
the compliments, so you let him keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
not even bullshitting.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, Broth. I know what you're trying to do, but keep going. Keep going.
So that would be 4 for the history check.
Yeah, you're like, all right, I can cook something, and you just start grabbing things off of
Okay.
shelves.
Now here's performance. That's
This
a
is
2.
really-
That is a solid 2.
This is really fitting because his job on the ship is manning harpoons.
Yeah.
You have a bowl. It's a bowl that looks like it's big enough to feed everyone, and you've cracked 3 or 4 eggs in there. You've dumped some pepper and salt in there. There's chunks of a loaf of bread in there, and like a celery stalk that you just broke in half and stuck both ends in it, and you kind of flopped it around and tossed it and set it down and said, "All right, here's lunch, boys."
I'm gonna look over. Can I smell it?
Yeah.
I see Broth shaking his head like no, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
I get really excited. I'm like, you said you believed in me, so I did the best I could.
18 plus 2 for perception. So 20.
It smells like a raw egg.
I'm gonna look at him like, good job, dude. Like, super proud of you. What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna dump this, and we're gonna start over. And then, so I'm gonna take the pot and I'm gonna dump it outside. And I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna show you what to do.
And now Monteith just pouring his heart out and be like, but you didn't even take a bite.
I'm like,
I tried
listen,
so hard.
you tried your best, and even though your best today is not my best today, I'm gonna give you an A for effort and get you learning how to build something yourself. So I'm gonna take him into the kitchen and be like, all right, this is how you cook. So now I'm going to roll a history check for a recipe.
Oh god.
I was waiting for you to open the cabinet and just find a box of Kraft mac and cheese.
17 for history.
Yeah, you remember quite a few different recipes that aren't just shrimp.
And then performance. 17 plus 9, 26.
Yeah, you whip up some. You look through your cabinets and find some flour and baking powder and eggs and milk. Find some nice churned butter. You whip up some pancakes. Throw some of your shark bacon in and get that cooked up. And you make a nice, good breakfast for everyone. You eventually, Gwyneth comes back out to grab a plate before she sneaks back into the office. She says thank you, and again,
Can I stealth
offers you-
and close the door before she can, like, book it in and close?
You want to run in her office and close the door so she can't go back in?
No,
there?
no. I want to run up to the door and close the door so she can't sneak back in. I don't want to go into the room.
She's not.
I want
to
to close the
sneak.
door.
She just wants to go back to writing. But okay, go ahead and.
She's got shit to do.
Yeah, and
No, I got
She's
questions.
literally writing another lore book, and she's very focused.
yeah, and to make things even tougher for her, I'm gonna try to grab her by the arm. Like, hold on, I have a couple questions about your little pamphlet here. I need some more in-depth information. Do you have diagrams of how some of this is working? Because, some of the descriptions you use doesn't seem physically possible.
Would I get advantage for if he did that?
For closing the door.
Because she's technically distracted with the food and that in her hand, and Melkarina,
Yeah.
like. So that's a 18 plus. Oh. 4.
Yeah, you managed to get between her and Melkor and the door and get the door shut. Now she has a plate of food in one hand, her glass is basically between her teeth hanging out of her mouth, and Melkor has her other arm like this. So she's just kind of standing there like, excuse me, do you need something? I offer you my house and now you're trying to accost me?
No, I was going to ask, why don't you join us for breakfast while we have some and we can have our tea
Look,
and
I'd
our
love
talk?
to. And she kind of pats you on the head, but I'm very, very busy. Now, can I please get back to writing?
I step out of the way and just let her go because I'm not trying to piss her off.
Yeah, I let go of her, but I definitely have a sad face on.
She rolls her eyes and realizing that she ignored you, and she tosses a paperback book out at your feet.
Oh, I grab it instantly and go to a corner with a plate and start reading.
It says at the beginning that it's the first book in the series. I'll need some time to come up with a name.
Perfect.
I think that's a good
I
spot
have
to
to
stop.
basically write a fucking lycanthropic erotica.
Yep. Yep. I'm going to need that in detail, good sir.
Fucking
Melkor's printing
I'm
this
gonna
one
make
out and
them
sticking it on the
wear
book.
owls, so you're gonna have to deal with them being owls.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
So we're all chilling, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eat
For the night,
breakfast,
for the
about
day?
to go to bed. It's a good spot to call it a night. You guys
All
can
right.
all take a long rest, and since
Oh,
you've been through a lot of bullshit and have made a few fights, so you guys can level up.
Oh, yeah.
What? So, but
Yeah.
anyways, I'm gonna sit by the
Fro
door.
Fro
I'm gonna put a
earned his
chair-
XP this round.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna sit by a chair, like right near the
Golly.
door, like right by the front door, and I'm gonna go into sentry rest.
Okay.
Can I go up and poke him when he does that real quick before we like get out of here? I just want to be like up and kind of like.
Can you, while
I
we're
can
on
still hear
stream,
and see
can you?
everything.
I don't care. Then you're
Okay.
gonna ask me why I poked you, so it works.
So your
either way.
rest is similar to like a Fey
Yeah.
meditation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. I don't eat. I don't sleep. I just go into a deep it doesn't render me unconscious, but I can see and hear everything as normal. I'm just like in
Okay,
sleep mode,
yeah.
but I'm not
It's
sleeping.
the same then.
No,
there
if
a
I'm not
time-
mistaken, with that, you also can't do anything.
I must spend 6 hours inactive, in a motionless state
6.
rather than sleeping.
Yep.
So no drawing dicks.
For my health level up, Anthony, I got a 4. Just let you know.
Okay.
Oh, I don't even know what to roll.
So
It'll
I have to
tell
do
you
that,
when
or
you-
do you guys do that on your character sheet?
I think we do that on our character sheet, don't we?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just
It'll
trying to
tell
remember
you
mine
what
is.
D to roll.
All right.
I'll send an
What
updated
D?
picture. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Yeah.
The red line is which way you went and where you're currently at.
Okay, cool.
So
Do
I'll
I
keep
roll
track
4
on your
D8s?
map and just give you a
No, just
updated.
a D8.
And if you will, before
Adventure.
our next stream, try and take a decent picture of that, and we'll actually throw that up.
Oh, we've had it up the whole time.
Yeah,
what's
that's what
been
I'm
up.
saying.
I'm just keeping track of where
So
you've
it
been
shows
going.
where we
so
are.
Yeah.
I'll send
Yep.
the new updated picture before the next stream, and then it'll have your footsteps up to where you are at so far.
Awesome.
Sweet.
I have the full map for myself.
Sweet.
Did that come out of that book by chance? Or
Stuff
did
you
you?
guys are gonna do came out of the book, but I made the map and the rest of the stuff.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
down for this.
Well, gentlemen, with that, we'll go ahead and end tonight's session as it is time. Wednesday should be back on track with Eldruma. And then I'm hoping this Friday will be the Pass Down Stories, because we're going to do every other Friday. Yeah, so as always, be kind to each other. Do something nice for someone tomorrow. Love each other. But most importantly, love yourselves. Have a good night. And fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.